Happy birthday. Hello, everybody. Hello. Jesus Christ. Woo. Woo. I didn't know I was going to play that. That's perfect. I loved it. Happy birthday to Bluejay. Hello, everybody. Welcome to today's stream. It is another beautiful session of Tower of Archimedes' birthday. It is Bluejay's birthday, and she is celebrating it with us playing some Dungeons and Dragons. Was that Summer? No, it wasn't. It was Birthday Kazoo. And I checked to make sure. Pee pee poo poo. Oh my gosh, Summer, thank you so much for the sub. I forgot to mute sub alerts. Hi guys. Hello. Welcome. Welcome one, welcome all to the Tower of Archimedes. Summer, thank you so much for the sub. And thank you everyone for the biddies. I'm gonna mute the sub alerts now. Tower of Archimedes, dystopian game where quote unquote flesh vultures are trying to eat our party alive. And Anael, they are currently fighting with the leader of the group, who apparently has some sort of witch powers, floating around, casting magic missile, has a sword cane. And as a birthday wish to Blue, who has wanted to kill this man for some time, hopefully they're gonna go ahead and do it. Any sumps in here? We sumping? Chat, what does that mean? Can someone describe in great detail what that means? I don't know what it means. I'm gonna unmute. I'm gonna unmute and figure it out. Okay? I'm gonna unmute and figure it out. I'm gonna hold on. Hello? Hello.
Hello.
Oh my god.
Brett,
Hi.
swear to God.
Happy
Brett,
birthday.
I swear to God.
What? I don't know.
I want Summer to let me know, because I also don't know what a sump is.
I don't know what it's.
For my birthday, can you tell me what a sump is, please?
Okay, you can't. I already see. It's been 2 seconds and Blue is already like, for my birthday, can I get X, Y, and Z? So every time you miss or you don't do enough damage, you're going to be for my birthday.
For my birthday, can I please have inspiration?
Can I please roll? Well, before we begin, Summer, I'm sorry, I won't embarrass you anymore. Before we begin, I would like to bestow upon Anael for their birthday, well, not their birthday, but for Blue's birthday, an inspiration. Since you, I believe you're the first player to play their session on their birthday. It's very unlikely it'll happen too often. So I've decided an IO rule that if it is your birthday and we happen to be playing your campaign at the same time, you will be given inspiration. So there you go. Happy birthday.
I could not think of a better way to celebrate my birthday than hanging out and playing D&D with my buds. So.
Hell
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, yeah. I wish we... I just love Tate, your voice like contrasts with everybody. So everyone's like, hell yeah, hell yeah. Then you just hear, hell yeah. I'm like, oh my God.
Hell yeah, motherfucker. Also, I just checked it out of morbid curiosity. I'm looking forward to getting my inspiration in 2022 when my birthday falls on a Monday.
Ooh.
Perfect.
So if this campaign is still going on and if this happens on a Monday, there it is. I imagine us changing like the campaign day and just starting being like, no, it's gotta be a Monday. Growl. All right. At some point in time, I warned a couple people of this. I got IRL stuff that's happening right now, aka someone is repairing my dryer because my dryer no worky right now. So they'll be arriving, and so I may be stepping away. Yeah, I might be stepping away for a little bit at that point in time. So yeah, let me Or actually, are we ready
When
to...
you step away, we'll just do like a free form, like beat poetry session as our characters.
Well, Djarii and Tate already said they were going to RP and build up their characters. So,
Character development chat.
So if you're all free, I'll provide a scene for you, and at that point in time, you can go ahead and get your character development going.
That sounds wonderful.
I love D&D.
My character development crying.
Okay. Hold on one second. I got to... One moment. All right. Cooley, can you say something?
Yes, I can say all the things.
All
Hi.
right. That's too many. No, I'm kidding.
Oh shit! I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. I had to get your audio. I had to get everyone's audio adjusted because they were all over the place apparently. Okay. It's time. We're gonna do a brief recap of what has happened. You all have arrived within, finally, the Tower of Archimedes. While exploring this wasteland desertscape, in the base of the tower, you've bumped into a rather large statue, the Titan of Archimedes, discovering that it is actually a giant automaton that happened to be off. It'll take some time to turn on the Titan, which you guys decided against because it is literally a large automaton. And you head over to the west, where you found an entryway to a ladder that ascends up. Quiet, you went ahead and investigated the area, I believe, and you kind of hear this sort of like the sound of a little bit of rushing water. The floor itself appears to be sort of like a little moldy, a little bit of algae on hard rock, and as you descended back down. And at that point in time, you began to hear, after a short rest, began to hear voices and saw a light over to the south. At that point, Nala, you immediately rushed off in a free-spirited sort of way. I feel like Nala is someone who acts on impulse. Is that fair to say? Like instinct, impulse?
Nala is like, and especially the way that I play is that I don't necessarily do what's the best for
oh no, that's fine.
The group, but what the character would do, even if it's very impulsive and
that's
dangerous.
good character. That's good character development. I encourage it.
Cheeky fox.
Nala rushes in.
Yeah,
Yes.
Nala, I encourage that. If that's something your character would do, please continue to play it that way.
Very disappointed.
Yeah.
At Nala.
Yeah. Well, also I think it was Meryl, right? What kind of stopped in as well and was a little concerned about that. So after you rushed in, you encountered the individual from the settlement outside, being followed by his group of followers. You told him a lie, saying like, "Oh, did you say that they were killed, or did you? I remember you said that they went off to a giant."
I said that they were picked up by the giant, and the
yes,
giant ran away.
And they needed help. Yeah, because it was originally just Meryl and Nala. So the individual, as we come to discover, the name Mr. Crow, ascended up here to the sewer level. That is where Arya and Anael were hiding. He did not see them, and assuming that it was just the two of them, blew a light whistle. And his followers, which you have learned is the name, they are called flesh vultures, began to attack everyone. Quiet was also in hiding and got the jump on the jump that happened, and then a combat ensued. Anael, very excited to hopefully be murdering this man, as Arya
it's my favorite thing.
has been pewing from behind a pillar. If I do remember correctly, Meryl, where is Meryl? Oh, Meryl ran. Meryl, what is your hit points?
I ran away because I'm hurting.
She's up in the corner. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Meryl, what is your HP?
4
Currently.
hit points.
Oof. Out of what?
Yeah.
What's your maximum possibility?
20, the lead number.
Yeah, so
420.
We got to make the joke again. That was so funny.
So now that we got that out of the way, Meryl, of course, has withdrawn for the fight. Quiet has dispatched, I believe, 3 of them Nala did a little bit of AoE. Quiet has been doing some damage. There appears to be 4 remaining. So, without further ado, shall we continue on with this
Yes.
combat?
No.
Let's
Just try not
fucking
to
go,
die.
bruh.
All right. Quiet, I see on the dialogue, I see within the logs that you were the last to go, which means it is
Indeed.
now the Flesh Vulture's turn, who will then,
I'm scared.
as you do recall and remember, what are your theories about these Flesh Vultures, by the way?
I think they vulture flesh.
Okay.
I agree.
You
That is
did
a-
mention.
That is a very 12-point times New Roman answer, double
Do
spaced.
they? I wonder if they get like if they have any. I mean, they seem like little peasants, right? But maybe they get some like, I don't know, some HP back from eating us.
Didn't Brett mention in like the first session that their teeth sounded like metal grinding on each other? I feel like that might hint at that metal thing that we saw last session.
Mm.
Maybe they're not fully flesh and bone, if that makes sense.
Hmm.
I'm
don't
gonna
know.
go ahead and roll potential. I will not answer either way. I'm gonna roll a d6. All right, this one can only move at half speed, so 5, 10, 15. It moves just enough to try and swarm over Quiet, and it will do the following: stab with its dagger, scratch with its gangly nails, and then try and bite with its kind of like jagged teeth. What is your armor class, Quiet?
14 bite hits.
So the bite hits. You will take 1 point of piercing damage as its teeth begin to break the skin. All right. Continuing. I will once again roll a d6. Nothing happens. Okay. Well, they can't see at night, so they're going to, or during the dark, so they will also continue to head over and try and feast upon Quiet.
Oh, poor Quiet.
I'm tasty.
Tasty cat meat.
Stab, scratch, bite, all missing.
I'm good.
Arya.
Nice.
Taste.
He's thick, but he's quick.
It's me. I'm living my worst life. I
Quick
go.
and quiet.
I see a man. I do the only thing I can do. I don't remember if
Firebolt.
that hits.
I also don't remember if that hits.
Me neither.
Good thing we have character sheets that tell us that does
That's true.
indeed hit.
Oh my god. Oh, that 1 damage.
Pogger!
And then I hide again.
Who's doing that? Huh.
I'm tiny. He can't see me.
Where'd she go? Meryl, you are now in darkness, but I believe you can see through the dark. You're not doing well. You've got blood loss. I'm assuming panic has probably fallen over you at this point in time, as you have been ambushed by several gangly people at this point in time. What's going on in Meryl's mind?
Meryl is holding back tears. She really doesn't like to cry, but she's in a lot of pain. And before the end of our last session, she checked on Anael, and she knows that her friend is probably doing just fine. So she wants to use her last spell slot to heal herself.
Okay.
So she's gonna put on her goggles because she wasn't able to put them on before because things happen so quickly. And she takes a breath and she puts her hands on her wounds.
9 health. You healed for 9 hit points. You are at 15. Do you do anything else? Do you move?
I guess I'm just gonna ready my weapon if anyone comes towards me, but that's all I can do for now.
Okay. Mr. Crow. He's looking around.
Yeah, what that motherfucker gonna do? I'm gonna fucking.
His robe, his dirty robe is singed from the firebolt. looking around. Little pest. I'm gonna take care of you and then your friend next.
Fucking like to see you try.
My clan is very hungry. And he's gonna go for the stab.
For me?
Yep.
Come at me, bro.
He will, at this point, he has brandished his cane to a sword, and he's gonna go in for the stab.
Okay. A 21 hits?
Yeah. Dealing the following. 5 points of piercing damage, which is
So
halved.
do you roll halved round up or round down?
Round down. So you will only take 2 hit points of damage.
Okay. Got it. And I feel like what happens is like Anael's not wearing armor
Right.
because barbarian, so like it pierces their like arm or shoulder or something, and like it does get through. There is a little bit of blood, but Anael just like doesn't even pay attention, like totally brushes it off.
Well, going back into the battle, Nala. This one's going in for the kill.
Whoa, he's got to do a lot of DPS if he wants to go in for a kill.
Ha! What is your armor class?
You hit me.
It's not gonna. Okay. So 13. Dealing 3 points of damage as this jagged, rusted dagger stabs through your shoulder.
You just hear Nala gip and cry out.
Nala, it is your turn.
Yeah, well, she's getting back for that one. She's just gonna go in with her rapier attack.
Okay.
That's awkward.
Yeah, this bean will stumble to the side a little bit as you awkwardly go in for the stab.
Maybe she was stabbed in the shoulder at the hand holding the rapier.
Anael, it is your turn.
Oh, I've been waiting for this. Oh, okay. Anael with the, thunderous growl swings their greatsword again.
Okay. You got your rage checked off as well?
I did that, yes.
All
so
right,
I
perfect.
got a
There's the
19.
rage damage. Total 13 points of damage.
I love that. It's so simple. I'm so glad you told me where that was. D&D
yes,
Beyond makes it
You cleave again. You go for the strike as just this big gash goes across the man. And he just like hobbles down for a second and holds his hands up as if he wants to surrender.
I think, yeah. So you said he's like hobbled down a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Anael, having just struck at him, is like looming over him with this massive greatsword, and you can see like their eyes. Anael's eyes are generally very like storm cloud colored, but you can almost see the lightning going off in them as they like raise their sword over this chubby man's.
Please show mercy. I'm doing what's best for my clan. Please.
And Anael says, I do not know this mercy that you ask for, but you will find none of it here.
The fight continues to the south.
Quick question: did this guy attack?
That was so hot.
Thanks.
Yes, go on. Did that one attack? No, he did not. And
That's
I think,
what I thought.
yeah, and I think it's because he is actually dispatched.
Ah.
So yeah, if he's off the initiative order, then he has been dispatched.
Okay. Sorry, my bad. I wasn't sure.
No, you're good. Thank you for checking in. I appreciate that.
You got it.
Thank you. They're gonna go ahead and attack you now.
Fair. Hit me with your best shot. Think I care.
Oh.
The two of them hit me, the dagger and the bite.
Okay, well, good news for you is the dagger will do 2 points of damage, and the bite will only do 2 points of damage on a crit. The bite does 2. Otherwise, it only does 1.
Oh, okay. Well, We'll live to see another day.
For now.
Nala really screams out at this point. She's looking a little bit sore now.
Quiet. It's Quiet's turn. I wasn't trying to command silence.
Quiet, Djarii.
Quiet. Also, Tate, you're muted. I don't know if you knew that or not.
I was speechless. You told me to be quiet, man.
It's all good.
All right, Quiet will. Have we damaged any of the ones around us right now? I think we've downed all the ones we've actually damaged, right?
Checking. There are 2 that are currently damaged.
Okay.
And this one is severely damaged.
Okay.
And the one to the north of you is a little bit damaged, but probably is the healthiest of the 4.
A healthy baby boy.
Healthy
All
baby
right.
boy.
Do I get a sneak attack on the one to my left with
Yes, you do.
being right there? Okay.
Yes, you do.
I'm going to strike with my rapier.
Do it.
You will try. Failure.
And then I will follow up with my dagger in hopes that does a better.
It will fail as well.
Don't.
Frick. Wait, no, I don't think that fails on those.
Shit. As with the 11 damage, you dispatch the flesh vulture.
Taunt me, will you?
Real quick. Just going to do the following. Boop. Okay. This one will continue. More for them. With to quiet, a dagger scratch bite. The scratch will hit for 1 point of damage. This one will join in unison as they literally try to pile upon you. You can, at this point, tell Nala, Quiet, and Meryl, because of the horror that you've experienced, they are indeed trying to carve you into pieces and eat you as hunger has overcome them.
Gross.
That wasn't lost on me with the natural 20 on the bite attack.
Yeah,
I just experienced.
They're biting
Yeah,
like parts of you,
lost on me.
trying to bite into you. Another 1 point of damage to you, Quiet.
Okay.
Arya,
It's me. Oh my god.
it is you.
How?
How? I'm going to here again. I see that man. I'm doing what I can do. Oh
That
my
hits.
god.
Hey,
Oh my
show
god.
me- Ah! The fire like hits him at the side. A scorch goes over the robe and he holds out his hands. Please show mercy. I surrender. You wouldn't kill a surrendered combatant.
She shrugs and then goes back.
Meryl.
Can Meryl hear that from where
Yeah,
she is?
absolutely. I mean, he's screaming it at the top of his lungs right now.
I think Meryl is really angry, and she said, "Don't show mercy. They don't care." And then she is going to use Thorn Whip on this guy right here.
Okay. Can you highlight?
Oh, I did the wrong button.
No, you're good.
How do I highlight? The one
if
that's...
Just hold down with the thing and it does a little...
Yeah, if you hold down the left mouse button, it will let a
Now.
ping go out.
This bitch right here.
Okay.
She's gonna whip him. Whip
Okay.
him real good.
I think roll 20 is lagging, so I
didn't see the ping.
No,
Is
it's
it the guy closest to you?
Is it?
The one diagonal from
That's what I
Quiet.
thought. Yeah, there's been a
Okay,
connection
yeah, that
interrupt. How many? Oh, there it goes. There's all the pings.
There it is.
Yeah.
Oh my god! No!
Shit! Oh my god! He's glowing. Okay, so, anyways, now that we're done with that, go ahead and 3 point. Is that 3 points of piercing damage? I believe.
I actually rolled that after I hit him.
Then
so should I roll
you
again,
may
or...
click the roll damage if that was unintended.
Okay. Ah, dang it.
I tried.
Yeah, you should never make that mistake. Don't do it. So I did that.
Dang it.
They fall for it every time.
Crapiditzel crapple. It's fine.
All right. Will you please offer me surrender? A parley, if you will.
Is he gonna roll persuasion or something?
Oh, I mean, the NPC. I never roll persuasion against PCs. I never force your your
Okay, well
demeanor.
then I'm just gonna growl at him. No,
Thinking.
He will
thinking,
find no surrender here.
Thinking. In a
Thinking,
panic,
thinking.
he will begin to rout out.
I will take an attack of opportunity.
You will try.
Yeah, I will.
That hits for 6 points of damage.
Let's go.
As you hit him on the back, a giant gash forms across his back, just blood pouring everywhere. He stumbles forward, but it isn't enough to dispatch him as he begins to go in a desperate hover.
I get it.
Oh no, it's dark again. I forgot he was the one that had the torch.
Oh no.
I can't see.
Okay. Hopefully you saw where he went.
I did.
It is now this Bean's turn as he will go in for the strike against Quiet.
Oh, surprised I dodged a bullet.
Oh.
Whoa.
I already declared Quiet.
You did.
Quiet.
Oh my god, you would have killed her if you'd here with that.
I already. Oh boy. Oh geez. Quiet. You okay? Quiet. How you feeling? We got 4 points of damage coming your way. Quiet.
Quiet's real quiet.
Quiet is once again permanently
Silent.
quiet.
I muted. I didn't even hit that. Sorry.
Yeah, that's all good.
I said, ow.
Thank you. Good. What is your hit points at, Quiet?
10.
Okay. Nala, it is your turn.
Nala screams at the top of her lungs, "Leave my friends alone!" And then swings her rapier.
Okay.
She hits.
That hits. That hits. For how much damage? Another flesh
7.
vulture dispatched as your rapier pierces through their torso. Blood, dark, just highly dense blood pours out of the chest wound as they fall over in front of you.
She
They're
screams as it falls, and she
Yeah.
pulls her sword out. She screams like, "Ah!"
And their final breath escapes their mouth as their head just turns over to the side.
She will now move over. She'll stand with Quiet. She'll hold her ground with Quiet. You can stand on dead enemies, right?
Yes, you can.
Yeah. Okay. Well, he's under my feet now.
I thought you said you were
Blood
gonna.
in your shoesies.
I thought you were
Yeah.
gonna say you were gonna hold Quiet's hand, and I was like, "That's wholesome as heck."
Ooh.
She's not at that level with Quiet yet.
That's fair. I mean, that is also
It's a little lewd, mother. What do you...
This is like
hand holding. Okay, all right, that's fair. That's
some
fair.
kind of like cute ooh animal love affair.
Poor Arya is now pitched in darkness. Anael, before I go to you, Arya,
Okay.
what's going on with you right now? As you just see just darkness cover over you.
You know, at times like this, I'm pulling a book out of my own card in real life. Whenever I'm scared and I don't know what to do, I just sit down. Somebody will find me eventually.
Okay. Anael.
So I saw, and I can still see the direction the light is coming from, where the crow fellow went. So I'm gonna right now I'm currently in darkness. So is there any kind of like I can see here the light? So can I just like move forward to that? Or is there...
I would require you to move each square, and if you bump into something, I will let you know. If you'd like to move
Okay.
safely, you can spend half of your movement to do so, and anything you bump into will not impede your movement. But if you want to move your full movement, you can. But it will.
I know there's like a rock right in front of me because I was like hiding behind it.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna
And
have
I
to use
also
your
knew
memory.
that there wasn't like a whole square to this side of the rock. Would I be able to like squeeze? Because I can feel the wall to my side. Like I can move this way and feel the wall to my side, and then
Yes, you
can I
do.
squeeze between the rock and the wall?
You may attempt to move south. I'll let you know what happens.
Okay. So I went 5 feet to get to the wall here, and then 10, 15.
It is a bit of a tight, so it's a bit of a tight fit, but you managed to squeeze through. But I will count. I'm going to count that
my
as
shirt is artfully like ripped a little bit. Very much like Kirk in Star Trek, where all of a sudden your shirt's just ripped for no reason.
I will count that space as double movement, as you have to like squeeze through there. So you are now at 25.
Okay, so I only have 5 feet more of movement, but now I can get to a point where I can see. So that's my full movement. I feel like what I'm going to do is take the dash action to come up behind this fellow. So 5, 10, 15, 20. And I can't make an attack against him, but at least if he tries to go anywhere, I can make an attack of opportunity.
Smart move. Quiet.
That was very smart.
Once again.
Turn again.
Once again, quiet is quiet.
It is your turn again, Quiet.
Okie dokie. I will just attack the one directly north of me
Doki doki.
Okay.
with my rapier.
Let's see how you can do. Barely carry that blade. Oh. Are you inflicting the sneak attack on this attack?
Is that something I have to choose?
Yes, because you can only sneak attack once, so you can decide to sneak attack. Always sneak attack on your first weapon. Yeah. Sometimes people will hold off in case they get a critical hit, but at the same time, if they miss, then they lose their sneak attack opportunity.
Yeah, I'll just use it. It's fine.
Okay.
I don't want to risk missing it.
You stab with the rapier as you again pierce through their torso. The creature will look at you, blood pouring from the wound. They are not dispatched yet, and they just open their mouth, ready to go for a strike.
And I shoved my dagger into their mouth, I hope.
Oh.
Wow.
It's a critical hit.
Yeah. You said no. I was like, I'm not going to crit. I won't hold off on the sneak attack damage.
Hey, that's okay. For 10 points of damage, you shove your dagger deep down the gullet of the flesh vulture as he immediately, as you stab through the brainstem, he dies instantly, still holding on and stuck to your dagger's hilt.
Nala screams in response to this gruesome display in front of her.
And that guy's dead.
Got him.
This one's gonna immediately in a panic fall back and try to run.
Have opportunity.
And that is
Yeah, we
correct.
both take that.
You get an opportunity of attack if you'd like to spend your reaction now to do so.
Yes.
You
Hey.
go first. You go first.
Nala wants to try and jump forward with her and get a rapier attack.
Okay. That hits. And with 8 points of damage, as this person is hobbling away, you stab from the back, making contact with the torso. Enough damage is dealt as the flesh vulture falls. You are now surrounded by the corpses of your enemies.
Nala's she's got her little sword in his back and she's screaming and she pulls it out like, and she's like crying.
Gets sword out, continues to clean rapier. Like just immediately, just methodically, like cleaning the weapon. Okay, and then sheath.
She just puts her sword on the floor and just cries.
Arya, you are in pitch blackness. What do you do?
I sit and I cry a little bit more.
Everyone
I give
cries.
little jingles so that one of my friends can find me.
You hear a slight jingle. I would say from the wind and how far you are. Actually, I would say that jingle. Everyone hears the jingle. Meryl, you hear a bell echo through the tower.
Meryl has night vision, so she's gonna try to get to. She's gonna dash to Arya. Let's see, how far can I go?
Yeah, you'd hear it coming from the north.
Okay, so I'm gonna dash. That's about here.
Okay.
And she says, "Arya, I'm coming for you. Just hold tight." And that's my turn.
And now, the turn that will determine the campaign.
Hell yeah!
Mr. Crow, in desperation, seeing Anael in pursuit, will not disengage, but will double move using his floaty magic and
So
hover
he doesn't disengage?
up the ladder. He will not. Here's the thinking.
Okay, well then.
Here's the thinking.
Yeah.
And this is the. Cause I want to put this right
Come
here.
at me.
Yeah.
Thoughts.
If he doesn't get hit, he will hover up without needing to double move to hover up the ladder because he's not climbing. He will successfully escape if this hit does not land.
Okay.
But if this hit does land, he will be dispatched because he's at such low health that even if you rolled a 1 on your damage, he will die.
Okay, well then, I think
So-
that this is the perfect time
Yeah, let's
to
do
use
it.
my inspiration.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I just roll twice?
Well,
Hell yeah.
roll first and then decide if you'd like to roll
Oh,
inspiration.
I can just, okay. I'll roll
Mhm.
first. Did it go? No, it didn't go. I'll click it again.
An
I think an 18 is fine.
An 18 will hit as he begins to hover up. Your great sword thrusts through his body as he just and he'll look down
Twist
as like
Twist it.
intestines has gushed out of his torso, and he's looking down at the bloody blade, and he just turns over to Anael. And Anael, you'll just see his face in sheer horror as he realizes this is the end. His face becomes incredibly pale as you begin to see his body contort and begin to thin itself as his skin and body becomes like dusty and dry and encrusted. Obviously a unnatural death. The light of his eyes at that point will begin to fade out as he literally looks like he withers away into a dried up corpse husk. You
fun.
felt the weight of the body on the blade, and now you barely feel anything at all as he then dies.
He did have blood though, right?
Yes.
Before the okay, so like Anael, like when they stab the sword upward into this guy's stomach or chest or whatever, the blood like sprayed back on their face. So Anael is now like panting with like the blood spray on his face and his shirt a little bit ripped, and then you see like after this man like withers on their sword, the rage within Anael withers a bit too. And they like lower the sword and this now like mummified corpse, I guess, back onto the ground, and they like step a little bit away and look down at the blood on their hands, and they're just
as their body falls from your sword, it literally, because of how dried the husk is, breaks in half in front of you. Just limbs just kind of like shatter off as if this was some sort of frozen statue.
Yeah, and I think that like seeing that Anael will probably. Oh, wait, it's not my turn.
Well, at this point,
later.
I will say we are out of initiative order since all the threats have been diminished.
Okay, so after seeing that, Anael kind of like backs away from the body and like out of the tower area. And they're looking like they already look pale. regularly, but they're looking a little bit more pale, and then like this dark spots of blood on their face and hands. Is everyone all right?
Meryl at this point has run to Arya and picked her up.
Oh.
And I'm gonna return back to Anael with Arya in my arms.
I can't see. Oh, there you are.
And Nala and Quiet, what's happening with the two of you?
Is she's basically holding on to Quiet like he is her mom, and she's like a baby. She's crying into him right now.
And Quiet will just like basically with his cloak over her to comfort her. We'll just help her move north to meet them.
Okay.
She picks up her bloody rapier and slowly moves with Quiet.
I think Meryl is very upset, but because she knows that Nala and Arya are upset, she's not showing it, and she's just looking at Anael like, how you doing?
The leader, he's dead. Something strange happened, though.
What do you mean?
When I killed him, and like there's like a swallow in between those words, he shriveled up like a body left too long in the desert.
You just hear now like crying like annoyingly in the background.
Does Meryl know what that is? Is there any way she can make a check? Like if she's encountered something like that before?
You can make a nature check if you'd like.
What kind of check would that be?
Nature.
Nature.
At the worst, you will find out. I will say with a 9, you have not heard of anything like that before.
Okay. Meryl, I guess, puts down Arya and takes off her goggles, and she says, maybe we should check the body. Is there anything left?
Anael steps like out of the way, and it's just like in there, and the light of the torch that the man was carrying is still like sputtering on the ground.
Yeah, you just kind of see at that point this dried up husk of a corpse. If you would like to check the body thoroughly, you are free to make an investigation check. However, since you are all level 1, without any sort of like medical background or used to seeing corpses, if you are not used to seeing such things, I will also require you to roll a Constitution check as you are investigating the remains of a unnatural corpse.
And I like for that whistle in particular. That's all I really want.
Okay. So, if you would like, Arya, okay. Meryl and Arya, you both are good. You kind of like gag a little bit at the sight as a little bit of dust kind of like almost brushes over your face. You kind of like instinctively fall back a little. Meryl, your investigation comes up short, but Arya, you find within the pile 3 items. One would be the whistle that they used. It's a very thin brass whistle. The other you find is a 2 parts. What it is, the cane that he was using, it was a sword cane that is already brandished, so you kind of have the hilt of the cane and the sword blade that you can then sheath into it. This is a weapon that if you have proficiency with rapiers, you will be able to use the sword cane if you decide to do so. Unusually, and probably the most unsettling, is what you find down the gullet in the stomach of now this unnatural dried up corpse. It
Gross. Who's digging in their stomach? Ew.
Me. I don't care.
Good stuff.
It is a small purple gemstone. Your investigation would conclude that this individual had swallowed this gemstone.
A philosopher's stone. No? Any Alchemist fans in chat?
I got it. Finger
All right,
guns.
okay.
Finger guns.
I thought Harry Potter. I'm so stupid.
It's so dumb. I will allow you at this point, Arya, to make an Arcana check
Yes.
on the gemstone.
Yes. I shall do it. Oh God.
A 10 will unfortunately not yield results, but I will inform you that the gemstone, a safe conclusion to go to, is that since the gemstone was consumed and this man had these unnatural powers of levitation and magic missile, that the gemstone may impart a magical quality if you decide to swallow it.
Ooh, that's bad. I'll just cast Identify on that later.
Okay.
Okay. And then I guess we go meet back up with the rest of our party. Well, that was very unpleasant. How are we doing? You guys okay?
Been better.
Yeah. Me too. I look at Nala and I see that Nala is clearly upset, and I ask her, is this your first time killing someone?
A silence falls over Nala.
Smeared. Okay, Nala nods her head really, really slowly before bringing her hands that she doesn't realize are covered in blood to her face. And she just like subs into her hands, so then just leaving little blood all over her face. And then she realizes and pulls her hands off, screams, and cries some more.
Oh no. Meryl looks at her and she goes, just remember, it was self-defense. We didn't have a choice, and I'm really proud of you. You did great.
And I think when Meryl says, like, we didn't have a choice, Anael looks like, I don't know if sheepish is the right word, but almost like ashamed down at their hands and says, he begged for mercy.
She cries even louder. like a really horrible noise.
And Meryl looks at Anael and says, well, they were going to kill us, so I think that you made a decision, and I'll stand by it. It's okay.
It's not like we can take it back anyway.
Yeah.
Are the rest of them also gone?
I think so. Maybe we should check their bodies as well.
Also noticing that the light has gone out, can I use lights?
Yes, you can. On your tail.
On my tail.
What did Quiet say? I missed it.
Just nodded when you asked if the rest were taken care of.
Okay. Ooh,
Fresh sniffles. She just like fresh
Even
sniffles
clearer
and
how
spots,
covered
she just
in
grabs
blood
her
we all
tail and
are.
turns it on, and then realizes how covered in blood they are. And it's even more disturbing.
Ooh, I got this. I got the feels right here. Here we go.
Let's do it.
Okay, do that.
Oh, nice.
That.
Oh,
Love it.
the imagery.
My hands are very bloody. I dug through a man's stomach.
I'm so immersed. Oh
Well-
yeah, so Meryl, you saw Arya dig through this guy's stomach. Like,
Well, so
Meryl
Arya, your
It's just
hands,
fine.
your hands are dusty. They are not bloodied.
I'm just like, brush
gross.
that off against the wall. Gross.
Nala would finally let go of Quiet's cloak and really solemnly and slowly walk slouched over back to the bodies that they finished
I will go
off.
with you.
Um,
Oh my god.
As you will see the
fucking-
sand just stained with blood.
Oh man, this is okay.
Did you
Anael like
scream?
looks around and I think that they still had their sword out. And I think they turn to I'm messing up my own character right now. My
It's
bad.
okay. It's an
Um,
educational moment for all of us.
They turn to Djaari's character.
Nala.
Nala. And kind of move so that they're blocking your view of the corpses. And I think they've noticed like how affected you are by it. And they like hold out their sword but like pointed toward the ground, and they say, if you cast light on my sword, I will take care of this and you can go back. You don't have to see this again.
She sniffles and gives a firm nod and transfers the light spell to the sword.
All right, well, go make sure Arya is okay.
yeah, we got this, Nala.
She turns around and runs back.
I feel like I've asked this question to Meryl before. Meryl, what is how many, have you seen a lot of corpses in your time, or is this a first time occurrence?
My parents were slaughtered in front of me, and I was just a toddler. And I was basically raised in the forest by a crazy woman. So I think I'm very, very used to seeing blood and guts. And I'm very used to almost autopsying bodies and searching bodies. So this is like not that big of a deal to me. I think she's still emotional, but she's really good at hiding it.
Okay, so I'm going to so Quiet, I feel like with your background, your history's pretty good.
Yeah.
Arya,
Yes.
tell me your experience with corpses and Arya's history and background.
Not a lot of corpses,
Okay.
but creepy smile. Can't really change her expression too much.
Well, yes.
Probably looks like she wants to vomit sometimes, but
So you would say Arya is a bit shaken currently as well, just not visibly so.
yeah.
Maybe a little
For sure.
some tears, perhaps. Maybe not that level. Okay.
I think she's more shaken than crying.
Stirred.
There's
Yeah,
only
just
one
like-
big baby here.
It's
All
like
right.
mentally stirred rather than more like physically emoting through it.
Well, it is now time to introduce fun little mechanic, the Tower of Archimedes.
Ooh.
And that is, we are going to test your sanity. I need everyone to roll a wisdom saving throw.
I just
love
got
this.
goosebumps.
Everyone will also have a different DC depending on their background that I will not be sharing.
Sick. I love that I rolled low on this. I'm so excited.
And then Quiet. Oh.
I literally
yeah.
got goosebumps when you said sanity check.
I'm
Anael,
fighting this all over again.
Yes.
you have experienced quite a bit as you.
Yes, I would just like to say that as a bit of flavor backstory wise for like a bunch of corpses in front of me, I feel like Anael has this kind of flash of memory that they maybe didn't actively remember until right at this moment because their memory is really bad. But when they see like a bunch of corpses in front of them, there's this like flash of memory of maybe like when they had one of their first like episodes of rage, that maybe something similar to this has happened in the past that they cannot quite remember.
So between that, the bodies themselves make you uneasy, but the fact that you dispatched of a man that begged for surrender and also died in an extremely unnatural fashion, it has shaken you to your core.
Yeah.
You have gained 1 point of sanity loss.
Okay, so where should I track this?
You can put it in your notes. You can put it anywhere. I've also put it on your token on there red. I just put 1 there.
Cool.
So you, until you take a long rest to settle down, or a short rest with some tea or some sort of activity where you need to just reflect and get yourself back to your center, you will be suffering a disadvantage on any ability check that you make.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
You might have to remind me, but I will try and.
Of course, yeah, and I'll let you know. Quiet. Now, this is normally something that you've dispatched plenty of foes before. You've been kind of this lone ranger, I assume, besides you and Arya, of course, have been together for quite some bit. But I mean, you've been on your own. You've had to go out. You've had to kill. It is all part of the job. So when you see these bodies, it's not really any. It's a little unsettling, but it isn't anything that shakes to your core. But what begins to, and if I'm speaking out of turn to your character, please let me know. I believe what unsettles you at this point is now you're with a party of people who are almost looking to you to rely, that it almost feels like they're relying on you for stability. And that fact kind of begins to shake you to your point where you're like, it's just been you and Arya, you know how to handle that, but this is all completely brand new. And I think it's the fear of everyone, like, not everyone, but like you're being looked to for answers, and you begin to believe.
I don't want to fail my friends.
Yeah, you believe that you may not be able to do that. Meanwhile, you're watching Arya dig through this corpse, trying to do their best, and you, even though Arya isn't showing it because of the smile, a doubt begins to creep in that maybe you're beginning to fail Arya as well.
Okay.
So, with that, you will also suffer a point of sanity loss, and you will gain a until you get take a long rest to settle down. You will suffer a disadvantage on your ability checks. This also includes skill checks. All right.
All right.
So, everyone else has managed to maintain themselves. Arya, you're the next one that is the lowest. Arya, because of your studious background, I would say that you have looked at this more as a problem to solve more than the actual events that are happening. And Nala and Meryl, you have begun, even though this is a very unsettling time, you have found comfort in the party with each other. And Nala, because of your own history and background, while that at some points may be a detriment, for this, it has sturdied your resolve.
I knew that Nala would be the one who didn't go insane.
Nala, I would say, has found a comfort in Quiet currently, who is trying to remain calm. Meanwhile, Quiet's head's like, oh shit.
Nala basically used a secret ability where she passed her insanity over to Quiet through contact.
Yeah, I'll take that.
He doesn't realize he doesn't know.
Yeah, Quiet's actually just a walking empath, so he just feels it.
Oh, bless his heart.
So, Meryl, after you investigate the corpses to see what you may discover, ragged clothes that have been worn for months, maybe years on end, they almost deteriorate with your touch. The only thing of even significant value, and that's a stretch, is the old jagged knives. They look like they are like steak knives almost, being used to carve into bodies. As you investigate the daggers further, the knives, you see that they are rusted over What you assumed was from age, you then discover is from blood of previous bodies that they may have carved into.
Meryl just kind of like considers this, and I think she makes a decision that maybe the people in her party who are struggling with this don't need to see it, and I think she kind of like buries the knives in the sand.
Okay.
And you notice, I think because Anael's having like a hard time, you might notice that they're going from like one corpse to another one and then back to the same one, and just like not even looking at them or at their hands, just like kind of like sitting next to the body and then like going to another one and like absent-mindedly, like they're not being very helpful right now. Is what I'm saying, is they're just kind of like staring off into the distance and looking like they're helping, but they're not.
Yeah, you're just reflecting back. The memory keeps flashing back of this very corpulent man as you impale him through with your sword and just drying up as a husk. And the memory gets worse and worse as you begin to, your mind almost begins to add its own flair to it.
Ugh, great. It's so good. I'm a big fan. Yeah, so you would notice that probably Meryl being more familiar with Anael than somebody else, that like also they're just not doing anything helpful.
Meryl kind of looks at Anael and she says, it's okay. Honestly, I don't think we're going to get anything from these guys. I think we should consider moving on.
And they like shake their head and they're like, what? Oh.
And Meryl just kind
right.
of grabs Anael's hand and takes them back to the group.
Good plan. Good plan. Right, we're done there.
Before you depart, the torch that they were holding, this one was holding, is slowly fading out. And as you begin to depart with Meryl, you just see it just completely snuffs out as you once again fall into the darkness.
No, Nala casts light on my sword.
Oh, that's right. We've moved the light around.
Yeah.
So you, at that point, would unsheath your sword.
It was never sheathed, my bro.
A radiant, comforting light. My apologies. Thank you. You're welcome. Trying to paint a scene, and you're like, no, I hold the sword out. I'm like, all right.
It's like what's the Lord of the Rings one that glows when orcs are near? Sting. It's like Sting.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Nala's gonna muster some bravery at this point. Game of Thrones. And she's gonna take a deep breath and slide past everybody else. Not look at the corpse. She's deliberately looking up into the corner away from it, and goes towards the ladder and here. This is where he was gonna go, right? And she looks up to see what she can see and begins to see if she can ascend.
And Meryl's kind of following behind. She's like, wait, don't we want to rest first?
Here. The reason that they caught up with us is because we rested before.
And I look at Anael like...
Sorry, that was me out of character. I was like, that's the reason they caught up with us. We just rested. We did a short rest last time.
Right, but also me and Nala have like 5 hit points.
Right.
Nala's not resting anywhere around here near these bodies. So she's
Makes
going.
Sense. I just think Meryl would say it, you know.
Nala just says not here and then ascends the ladder.
All right. Nala
I think she feels like
ladder.
there's no more threats coming at them since that was the main bulk of who she knew could be a threat. She's going up now.
I will go in order of what the...
Meryl is
continue.
very clearly like the mom of the like drunk girls friend group. Do you know what I mean? So even if you guys don't want to listen to reason, she's just always worried about everyone. So.
Oh, totally. We need a drunk mom. Don't worry. I mean, a mom for drunks. I don't know. Drunk mom.
She's like the one that cries when she's drunk. She's the crier.
The one who gets lost.
Like she's the one that everyone loves and is like adorable and cries. It's like it's okay, baby, it's gonna be fine.
Is
Okay,
everyone
what do I keep it?
ascending? Is everyone ascending up the ladder?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. You all will climb up what is to be a very steep 60-foot climb. You will, as you begin to ascend up, those that do not have night vision climb up into what is pure darkness. And even though the sword on Anael's back at this point is providing illumination, it only provides it up to so far before you just see nothing in the pitch blackness as you ascend up. So.
And Nala's in front, I assume.
She has dark vision,
yes,
so.
absolutely up front. All right.
She's being brave. She a brave girl.
Is she being brave?
She's trying to be brave.
Mm-hmm.
I guess she on some level maybe felt like she was being a burden to Quiet, so she's putting on her brave face.
All right.
Let's get them away from the bodies.
You ascend up and you finally get over to the scene that I described before. Let me just go ahead and real quick. Pop, 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 pop. Why are we not? Oh, it's because it's all the way down here. Oh, roll 20. You're so fun. Okay. Everyone can see there. It's all the way down here in this corner, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Nala would
on.
cast lights on her tail again.
If you cast light, you will remove the light that is from the sword of Anael.
Assuming that Anael's already up, she'd check, and then once Anael's up, she would put the light on her tail, since she's leading the way so everybody can see in front of them.
Anael, your light will extinguish as...
Oh, shit.
At that point, a tail will begin to glow in front of you. You begin
Nala's
to
got
hear...
her best brave face on.
Begin to hear the sound of rushing water ahead of you.
I hear water. I think we might be getting close to somewhere maybe we can rest or somewhere safe.
You were here
Quiet
before,
wanna stealth
right?
forward?
All I saw were pipes. I believe the water runs through them.
I wonder if it's potable. Potable?
Potable
We
is
do
the...
have water skins
potable.
with us.
Begin to walk into what appears to be algae and moldy covered old stone. It feels slimy underneath anyone's bare feet. You can also feel it through
None
your
of us
shoes as
are
well.
bears.
Can Meryl take
I
any
hate
of
that.
the algae with her?
Yes, you can scrape some algae off if you'd like.
Okay, Meryl has
delicious
an
algae.
herbalism. She's an herbalism kit, so I think she's just thinking ahead. Maybe she could use it for something in the future.
Okay.
So.
Going.
Nala, as you continue to walk, you see metal pipes jutting out of the stone walls. You can hear the sound of flowing water reverberating from the pipe.
Getting close.
Kind of spigot or anything?
Nothing like that at all.
Okay.
As you walk over, you begin to see, Nala, with your night vision, water flowing through here.
And she runs over to it, careless Nala as she does.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't look fresh on...
The smell permeating from the water wafts up to your nose, and it just smells foul.
Never mind.
Meryl attempts to, I don't know, check the water. Maybe she takes something out of her herbalism kit and I don't know, can she check it?
She can make a nature check if you'd like. If you'd like to
Nala
experiment
also?
something. Okay, yes. If you'd like to experiment also with the water of some sort, you'll probably require some sort of alchemy kit.
What
for
is
that.
the color of
I
the
don't
water?
have that.
Okay, so an herbalism kit I would say the herbalism will probably be able to be used for the algae itself.
Okay.
Classically, you can boil water to clean it, right? That's like what you do in real life.
Yeah, but we don't know what kind of magic this water.
That's what I like. We don't know
or-
about the like any kind of magical side effects, but like
Right.
regular stuff, you don't need any kind of kit. You just need to boil it.
Meryl.
Right.
Well, it's not necessarily to make it drinkable. It is currently to figure out what is this water, what's going on with the water, to try and figure out that. Yeah.
Got it.
Meryl.
Mm-hmm.
As you use a nature check to investigate the water, obviously, you can tell right away that the water isn't natural. With a 21, I can give you that this is like water that you would see underneath a town or city, because this water you can sense right now, or that you can identify, appears to be sewage water. It has waste
Did
within
you say
it.
is natural or not?
Is not natural. It's you've seen this water before, and it's typically underneath a city, and the water itself is covered with sewage and waste.
Okay. So from that, I would assume she gathers that we could boil this water and drink it. Or not.
Gross.
1 second, please.
We need one of those wonder straws.
Boiling this water will not be enough to make it drinkable.
Damn.
Roadie.
Okay.
Because of the sewage that has essentially gotten into the water, you wouldn't be able to boil the sewage out to make it able to be drinkable.
Boiled poop. Sounds
so
great.
Meryl looks at Anael and Nala because they're the closest to the water, and she says, "Don't touch it. This is not drinkable."
Yes, I can smell that.
Yeah.
Well, left or right, I suppose.
Quiet. Any ideas?
They're both dead ends. We should keep moving forward. There's a staircase to our right.
Is this
Okay.
pipe that knowledge is crossed over? Is that something we can like duck?
Yeah, it is something that you could walk underneath.
Okay.
Yeah, as you would be able to. Yeah, you can look up and see that's an old, rusted metal pipe. As the water continues to flow, you see what appears to be an architectural bridge that's going over this sewage line. You can tell right away between the architecture and the pipes. This is definitely an area that was man-made.
Yeah. I wonder who or what created this place. I mean, the tower itself didn't seem capable of housing an endless desert, and yet we found one inside, and now this is more like what I would have expected, but...
Why was the man trying to come up here? Maybe he knows that there's something ahead? Maybe.
Yeah, we should be wary that he has people up here.
He said that they'd never entered the tower, and I believe that it was merely us disabling its defenses that allowed them to enter in after us. But perhaps he was lying. We'll never know now.
All right, you may continue your movement as you begin to walk over. You just hear the sound of water rushing.
Ella points to the wheel that no one can see.
Oh, the
now they can.
Meryl's gonna have her sword out, or her scimitar out, by the way. She's not taking any chances after what just happened.
plan.
You see what
Going to
appears
the
to be a
left, then?
rather large wheel with wooden spokes on it over on the side of the wall.
Nala reaches out to touch it and turn it.
Wait, wait.
At that point, as Nala begins to turn the wheel, you begin to hear the sound of stone grinding to the south.
What did I do?
You need to be more careful. You're lucky that wasn't something else. Meryl sees Quiet going off on his own and just kind of stands and waits.
Quiet's like sticking to the walls, just kind of stealthily peeking around. There's a little action roll.
As you peek around, you see what appears to be just like dead ends.
All right. Meryl goes back to the wheel on the wall. The wheel on the wall keeps on turning. And she kind of calls back to her party and says, "Guys, I think this might be some sort of secret passage. Should we try it?"
I mean, didn't we already open it?
Can I do an investigation check to see if there's anywhere in the wall that seems to potentially open up or might show signs of being capable of opening up?
Sure. Where would you like to investigate?
Let me have a look. This
I think
wall.
we heard it move, Blue, but we didn't hear it see it open all the way.
Roll
this one here.
Roll an investigation check.
Yeah.
This wall that looks strangely different from all the other walls.
Oh man. Now it's like, this wall looks really interesting. I guess it's nothing. But crap check.
Was that Arya?
Yeah, Arya has fallen into the darkness.
Bye forever.
As
Nala
has
runs
rushed
back.
ahead.
Nala runs back and she forgets that Anael also can't see.
Whoops.
Nala grabs Arya's hand.
And Meryl's like, "Wait, guys, why are we walking away from the wheel? Are we not gonna try to see where that leads?"
I think I heard it down here. I think it could lead somewhere around here, maybe. That's
You
where I
needed a
heard the
little
stone.
more- perhaps you needed a little more strength behind your investigating.
Okay, so Meryl's gonna investigate if that's okay.
That is fine.
Quiet returns to
Damn
the
it.
party.
I was
wow.
gonna say I
Quiet
also would
scares
like
the
to.
shit
But
out
I
of
think
Arya.
I have a
Disadvantage. That is correct.
disadvantage. So I just roll it twice?
Yeah, you can go ahead and roll it twice, and we'll take the lowest result.
This is not great.
Did it do it? That was just once. Okay, well
That
that's
was-
probably gonna be the lowest one.
Nope. You can always roll lower.
Nice. So I got a 3. Cool. I think this wall is very sturdy. Definitely just a wall. I don't know what you were so intrigued about.
Does the wall actually look sturdy? Just
According to your investigation, yes.
Meryl
What do
just
we
looks
do?
at Quiet, like, now what?
Quiet just shrugs and points to the south, I guess.
Okay. Try that way then.
I think
All of these
Meryl is
holes
still
have
kind of
these
stuck
doors.
on that wheel,
Walls?
and she goes back by herself.
We can
and
investigate.
She
Oh, there's another one.
is gonna try to open. She's gonna turn the wheel.
As you turn the
Alone,
wheel,
I guess.
you will see the walls begin to shift again.
Meryl,
she
whatever you
screams.
just did, it did something.
Okay, can I come back to you guys?
Nala darts in this bit.
Okay, roll a dexterity check.
Dexterity check or save?
Check, please.
Okay.
Or athletics or acrobatics. I will allow either of that.
Okay. I'll do dexterity. 18.
As you roll, you quickly tumble before the wall shuts you in as you see another wall now over here.
She screams as the wall shuts.
You will hear a muffled scream from behind this wall.
Oh,
Arya
no.
doesn't know what happens because she can't see.
Arya, once again, and your one source of light has now gone. I
Oh, Nala.
will, at this point in time, turn off the light to emulate the darkness that my non-dark vision people are currently in.
Arya's had enough of it. She's gonna start ritually casting Identify on this damn rock. She's like, I was gonna wait for a rest. No, people are walking off without me. I'm just gonna sit down and wait for them to figure it out. I can't see anything.
So
Quiet.
Meryl can see.
Yeah, Quiet and
she's like-
Meryl, you'll see a pouting Arya with a grin ever on her face sit down upon the wet, damp, algae-covered floor and begins to cast a spell.
And I think Anael, who also doesn't have dark vision, kind of puts their hands out in front of them because Quiet is like right behind them. You just like see Anael like just put their hands like directly on like your chest. They're like, oh, sorry about that. Does anyone have a
Meryl.
light?
Quiet will just.
Sorry.
Meryl is like so frustrated at this point that she's like, okay, don't move. And she goes back to the wheel, and I think she's gonna try to shift it in the opposite direction she shifted it before.
Okay.
And maybe even like hold it there.
Okay.
Does anything happen?
As you begin to roll the wheel, the following will happen. As you hear the sound of the stones grinding again. Nala, you will see the wall open for you. What do you do, Nala? Do you continue to push through the other side?
Yeah, sorry, I keep muting myself to type and then I forget to unmute. Yeah, she's darting through, and as soon as she sees a wall open, she darts through to see what she can see.
Okay. You will see a
Meryl calls
light
out-
source from the north.
She would follow that and look
Okay.
for it.
Meryl calls out, "Are we good? Nala, are you back?" Oh no.
She puts her hand over her mouth to oh god, I've lost. Oh god, I threw myself somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, there I am.
I hear another NPC.
Pulls out a stick. 3 rats on the stick. Eats the stick with the rats and the stick, and now in my stomach.
Nala would approach him really quiet, like slowly, not quietly, but
Are you
and she would-
trying to remain stealth?
No, she's trying to seem friendly, I guess. Like,
Hello? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you.
The fuck are you? What are you doing in my house?
I'm sorry. I'm lost. I'm sorry.
Where'd you come from?
Well, there was a shipwreck and the man he
Grabs stick from fire, hits stick on ground to remove fire, hands you stick. Look, I already got these rats for myself. If you want to go ahead and get yourself some food, then you're gonna go take this stick, find the rats. You can use the fire if you want, but you can't eat the rats that I already have.
I won't eat your rats. That's okay. You can keep them. I'll offer you. What's your name?
Benjo.
Joe.
Benjo.
Joe.
Me, Benjo.
I'm
You.
Nala.
No.
Nala.
Pleasure.
Nala.
Here.
How long have you been here?
He'll sit back down and begin to. He'll look into a bag that's near him. As you see a couple of smashed rats. He begins jamming through the stomach with a stick, the 2 of them, and holds them over the fire.
Nala would come a little bit closer to the fire if he allowed, and squat down.
It's okay. I don't want to hurt you, Benjo.
I don't want to hurt you either, as long as you don't touch the rats.
I won't eat your rats. I promise. I don't even like rats.
Well, you're gonna be changing that tune real quickly when you start to starve down here.
How long have you been here, Benjo?
Well, here's the thing. I don't have a way to tell time down here, so could be days. Well, no, definitely not days. Probably been weeks, months, maybe years. It was Benjo's time.
How did you get here?
Oh, well, I had the option to be put to sleep or banishment. I chose banishment.
Oh, is this some kind of prison?
No, it is the sewer.
Oh, why did you get banished to the sewer?
'Cause I'm old.
You get banished because you're old?
Oh, no. Once your time. What are you asking me? These very obvious and silly questions. Where are you from?
Not here.
He looks around. Where? If you're not from here, then where are you from?
From a place pretty far away from here. I was on a ship, and
Ship?
Yeah, and there was a shipwreck, and
You're gonna have to clarify. Ship?
Yeah, like a boat, a big one.
Boat? I don't know what you're talking about. That sounds like silly talk.
Like and she gesticulates with her hands to try and like show the shape of a boat. And she's like, on the sea, on the water.
I don't speak sign language. Wait,
where do you come from?
Here? I come from here. I've lived here. This is where I haven't lived here, but this is where I have been. Now, you're saying the sea?
I came by the sea, and
he opens his eyes in a panic. You're from outside the tower?
Yeah. We opened the door, and I got lost. I ran away from my friends.
You're from outside the tower?
Yes.
He looks around. Well, this has been an enlightening experience. He will then stomp out the fire currently from the campfire. As it begins to slowly dim down as he's stomping on this. It's okay. I will find my own location. You can stay here if you want. I am not interested in any trouble. He will then light up an old torch that he's been using for quite some time. It doesn't have the same light source as your typical torch. Good day. You can have the rats. It's fine.
She chases after him.
He will then begin to run away from you in a panic, running for his life. Don't eat me! Don't eat me!
Wait, no, I won't eat you!
Don't eat me! That sounds like something someone would say if they were trying to be eaten.
No, it's okay. Calm down.
What happened? He now panics.
She continues chasing after him.
It's okay.
Why is this close? What happened?
She tries to gently hold his hand or hold his arm if she can, just to soothe him.
His hand shakes.
Shh. It's okay.
Be quick, angel of death.
It's okay.
She bursts into tears and hugs this person.
It's okay.
He waits for the bite. The bite doesn't happen. Huh?
She's crying at this point.
He smells something fierce.
Yeah, I figured. She noticed, but she's holding it back.
He looks around awkwardly and then begins to pat you on your back. There.
She lets him go and brushes herself off. I'm gonna eat you, but they tried, and she points to the general direction where they fought, and it tries to loosely explain that there was a big fat man who sent his army of minions to try and eat them, and she even points to the bite mark that she got from the others.
You survived the you're not from the outside. I heard there were beasts and monsters that ate people. Never leave the tower. It spells out death, and you came from the outside. You're not one of them, and you are alive. What's the outside like?
It's desolate and dead and terrifying.
Any rats, food?
Nothing. No food at all. Would it be okay if I took you to my friends? I'm
you
sure
got
that
more people here?
Yeah, they won't hurt you. I promise. They won't hurt you.
Well, all right. Yeah, feel free to take me to your friends.
Okay.
I will allow it.
She nods and slowly walks with him. We got locked out. I got trapped on this side. There was a wall, and the wall, it moved.
What?
And she looks to try and figure out which one of the corridors she was in.
No. Okay, hold on a second. At this point, you would see from echoing from this side to the rest of the party, you just kind of hear from like behind the wall.
Meryl stands back up and gets close to the wall, and she still has her scimitar out.
Can we see the light at this point, or is
you
the
cannot
wall being...
see. Yeah,
Okay.
you can't see the light. The wall would be blocking it.
It's fine.
I think you have to turn the wheel again. But could you make sure that you don't have any weapons out? I have a friend.
Don't worry, I got this. Hey, how many times did you turn the wheel?
I didn't turn it at all.
Okay.
No,
someone turned the wheel, obviously.
I turned the wheel. I turned it once one way, and then I turned it once the other way.
What way?
But so I guess both ways at this point.
Okay, you've turned it once one way, once the other way, and the wheel has not been touched by anyone else at any other time before that. Is that correct?
Nala touched it.
You touched it? Okay, so you touched it, and then you also... Okay, all right. Jeez. Okay, this might take some... Okay, all right. Who touched the wheel first?
That's me. She puts her hand up, like.
Okay, all right. Did you turn to the left or to the right?
She scratches the back of her head.
Oh, sweet.
Tries to.
Sweet Io. Okay, you don't know.
I think it was to the right, but it could have been the other right.
Okay, all right. Yeah, you from the other side of the wall. Which way did you turn the wheel?
I turned it to the right and then to the left.
Okay, so then nothing happened. So assuming you turned it to the right, he points over at Nala at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how sure we been like good on right turning, or what are you thinking?
I think I specified whether she turned it left or right. So I'm not sure what she actually turned it.
Well, if you can tell me right now.
Then she would have turned it to the right.
Okay. So you sure about the right?
She sucks in some air.
Yes, it was definitely to the right.
Okay, so this is what I need you to do now. I need you to turn the wheel right 2 more times, and you should be good.
All right, Meryl goes back to the wheel. I got it. And
Okay.
she turns it to the right 2 more times.
you will begin to see the walls shifting around a little more. And then you will see it shift again. And the path, for those that have night vision, will be open to you.
Did we do it?
She looks at Anael. I did it again! I shouldn't have ran.
Meryl. Nala. Who is your friend?
Pleased to meet you. I have been promised by your friend you are not going to eat me.
Your breeze stinks of death.
Yep.
That's rude, Anael.
I mean, it's the truth. I've been living here for quite a while.
Meryl goes to like shake his hand, but then she realizes how dirty he is, and then she puts her elbow out instead.
I would not shake my hand as well. I understand. Hello. Hey, so.
Nala's probably stinky at this point. She hugged him.
Oh yeah, Nala reeks. All right. So you're telling me you are from outside the wall, but you are not from outside the wall.
We are not from this island.
We entered a tower inside of which there was an endless desert, inside of which there was another tower, which we climbed, and then came here.
Yep. Okay. So you...
I'm sorry.
The thing I want to know is, so you are from outside the tower, but you are not from outside the tower.
No, we are from outside the tower.
Okay,
yes.
so you are then going to eat me, and I have just fallen into a trap.
Meryl sits forward. And
Even if I did eat people, I would never eat one that stunk as badly as you.
Well, that is, you do what you can to survive, so I'm going to assume you are well fed and not at the point of desperation.
We just got here, okay? We ran into the people who eat
you just
people,
got here in the tower.
Okay, give me a moment. How about this?
Uh-huh.
We went across some water.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
On a boat.
Yep.
And the boat crashed.
Okay, boat.
And
Explain
then
to me.
we
Wait, hold up. I got questions. Boat.
You've seen water, right?
Yeah, it flows around here. It's pretty dirty.
Right. Okay.
I haven't seen clean water in some time. Yeah.
So where we come from, there's lots of water so far that it's all you can see, and it's clean.
Clean water.
And we were floating on it.
Okay.
On a vessel.
Okay.
That holds people, but that vessel crashed.
I mean, speak for yourself, Meryl. I don't come from this plane. Where I come from, there is no water. It is just air and clouds. And
what?
Meryl just face palms so hard.
Okay.
Okay, so then
you're from outside tower, and they're
outside.
From not outside, but not. Oh no. What's a plane?
Okay, so Meryl puts her hands on this guy's shoulders just to kind of center his eye contact, and she looks at him and she says, "It does not necessarily matter where we're from. We are trying to go back, and I would like to possibly save you from this terrible place."
Oh, I mean, it's
How
not
does
bad.
that sound?
Not bad at all.
I think the thing that matters right now is that we're not going to be eating you.
Yeah, no, that is the point. I want to make sure we are all clear on that no one is eating each other.
No
all right,
eating.
So why don't we shake
confirmed.
on it? I promise not to eat you if you promise not to eat me and my party members. How about this?
Yeah.
I promise not to eat any person without their consent.
Okay.
Meryl spits in her hand and goes to shake it.
Gross.
He will then go, "Yuck, I'm good."
All right, and now we need to figure out how to get to a safer place. with
Yeah.
possibly food. What do you know about this tower?
Well, I've got rats, dead ones, that I think I left in a panic when I thought this one was going to eat me. If you are hungry...
Not gonna eat ya.
Yeah, we've cleared that now. We've cleared that now. Okay, so let's head up. I will make you some dinner, and it will be very tasty. Come now, come. I've got a nice resting spot. You could join me.
Meryl offers upsies
Yeah.
to Arya? Or is
Arya
Arya already
cannot
with
see
Quiet?
you offering for upsies.
Okay, Meryl just picks you up. Is that cool?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, Meryl's got you.
I'm like trailing a little bit behind the mumbling old man, and I guess Quiet and Nala are next to me. I'm like, do we trust this fellow? He certainly seems more amicable than the others we've run into, but still.
As he lights the campfire.
Meryl puts Arya down by Quiet, and she whispers to Anael, I think this is the best, most trustworthy person we've met so far.
I mean, aside from Quiet and Arya and Nala, I would agree with you.
With the stick, and then he
Meryl
stabs
rolls her
3
eyes.
rats with sticks, and then puts it over the campfire. Cooking rat.
Watching intently, like she has to learn
rat.
this.
Look good. And then he looks over and he just grows quiet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold this. Hands it over to Nala, the rat with 3, or the stick with 3 rats on it. Hold over fire.
She done. She's told them holds the rats over the fire.
1, 2, 3. Ha! Cooking rat. Cooking rat.
I will wander over to Quiet and like in between Quiet and Meryl and just be like, so do we want to rest here with this fellow, or
It's nice.
She smiles.
Might be the safest place we've got right now.
shall we attempt to make some kind of barricade
Brett,
in
your
between
commitment
the?
is phenomenal.
We can keep watch. I'll take first if.
How
Okay.
much rat do you want cooked?
I'm okay without rat, thank you.
What? You're gonna need to eat something.
I have food.
Meryl
He
has
quiets.
eaten plenty of rats.
Immediately, and then puts the rat stick down,
Oh
and
no.
then he will brush himself off and stand up straight. You have food.
Not a whole lot of it, but enough for tonight.
I'm cooking my best rat. You couldn't have told me that you have food?
I'll eat your
Meryl-
best rat. It would be my honor.
Disrespectful?
No, I mean, I got a limited amount of rat. Okay, all right. He sits down.
We can
Sir,
share.
I will give to you.
Huh?
How many rat servings has he cooked so far?
Right now he is on cooking 3 more rats so that he can feed everybody.
So sorry, like in terms of like how many rations has he cooked
Each
in
rat would count as 1 ration.
So he's cooked 3,
He's cooking 6.
6,
Yeah, Nala's cooking the first 3, and he's got the last 3.
and each rat would be 1 days of rations. 1 rat?
Yep.
That's ridiculous. Rats
Well, I
aren't
mean,
that big. I mean, are they really big rats?
I mean, it'll keep you fed for 1 day.
It will
And
sustain
even,
us.
And even then, you will feel hungry, but it will provide you the sustenance that you need.
Okay, I will give, because he's cooked 6 rats,
Mm-hmm.
you said?
Mhm.
I will give to him 3 of my rations and say, here, thank you for sparing your rats.
Something that's not rat.
It's jerky and dried something or other.
You like
It's not
it?
rat jerky, it's some other, I don't know, it's not mine.
Well, thank you. You can put it in the bag.
I gently drop it in his bag without touching his bag.
It's just like, yeah, you just see just a bunch of like beaten rats and just bloodied everywhere, and it just looks like a mess. All right, come get your rat. And he'll take one rat out and hand one to each of you. They are literally cooked up and crispy and yeah, they're well done. Let's just put it that way.
Nala is
that
holding
looks
this
pretty good. I'll actually try one.
She pulls like a rat off and hands one to she offers her hand out to Arya with a rat in it.
Arya doesn't look like she wants the rat that she has in her hands.
Oh, she's already got one? Okay, my bad.
Arya's.
Quiet, do you want a rat?
Quiet will nod and take a rat.
Who wants water? He goes over to a
Oh my
bucket
gosh.
and he spoons out what appears to be a couple of cups. And he's like, we'll have to share the cup. I only got 3.
Wait,
We actually have water skins.
Does it smell fresh? The water, or does it smell like sewage?
He hands it to you. It definitely smells like sewage, but not as bad as the sewage that's out there.
Okay.
I think I'm all right.
Oh, you got water too.
Meryl.
Sorry. Yes, I do.
You will not.
Meryl
gingerly eat
shows
the rat.
him her water skin and asks if she can put some in her water skin.
You can. Is it empty?
Yeah, I emptied it when we rested last.
Yeah, you can feel it. If you've never had this water before, it's not going to taste good, but it'll keep you sated for a while.
Thank you. We really appreciate your hospitality. It's been a long day.
How does the rat taste? Describe the taste.
Yeah, well, it depends on if you accidentally chew, or if you're just taking big bites without knowing what you're doing. You're definitely biting into bone, like little bone that just breaks off very easily and that you can crunch between your teeth. The rat themselves, it's bland with no flavor, and that's only because it's been cooked to a charred oblivion. Specifically so, you do not have to taste the gaminess of the rat.
Nala eats it. She goes,
It's really good.
Nope,
Thank
it's not.
you.
You don't have to lie. I understand. This is what I do to survive.
Okay, it's not good, but thank you.
Well,
Meryl's gonna rest in the corner of the room and
bedtime. And
yeah,
he
just
will
gonna be by herself for a bit.
Yeah, you're free to stay around wherever you want. If you like, I can go ahead and give you the space since there's more of you, and I will sleep probably around the corner over here.
Thank you again.
Mm-hmm.
You have a good rest.
Now stay close to the fire. It gets cold.
Nala would like slink quietly over to Meryl and like cuddle up and go to sleep. Nuzzled into her.
Quiet, you said you were taking watch?
Yes, I will.
And Quiet
Anael
will-
immediately rolls out of bedroll and is just like asleep in like 2 minutes.
All right.
Meryl's the bedroll.
So, Meryl is probably going to try to meditate and speak to Twinkle, her little fox familiar thing.
Okay. At that point, Twinkle will appear as a small, tiny little fox. Will kind of skirt about you. Will give you a yawn as it looks up to you.
And Meryl looks at her and just kind of says, I don't know what you guided me to, but I don't know how long, and I don't know how long we're going to be here, but I think having you around is going to keep me sane. So, I don't know. Thanks for being here, I guess. And she kind of pets the familiar, even though she can't really feel it. She she kind of feels it, but it's not like a physical feeling. It's like a emotional feeling when she pets it. And then she goes to bed.
Okay.
Nala's snoring lightly on you.
Twinkle will remain until you fall asleep, and then fade out.
I would like to finish this or actually do this identify before bed because it takes like 10 minutes.
You successfully identify the crystal. It is what you discover, a shard of concentrated magic that, when ingested, will imbue you with the latent ability to hover. By doing so, as part of your movement, you can hover up in the air, but you must end your round on the ground, or you will simply just plummet.
Oh, that's weird.
It is an ability that you continuously get, but to gain this ability, you will have to swallow this gemstone.
Noted.
It may have an additional ability within it, but it will require another identify to figure out what it can do.
Another 11 minutes shouldn't do anything to my rest, would it?
No, as long as you are getting your 8 hours afterwards.
Yeah, I'll just sleep in tomorrow. It's fine. I'll do it again.
Okay. The crystal will also give you ability to cast, if it is left within your stomach for 6 months. It will give you the ability of Magic Missile. Which you will be able to cast, which you will be able to cast it, and then it has a recharge of 6. So every turn you can roll a d6, and then if you roll a 6, you could use the Magic Missile again, as if cast by a level 1 caster. So 3 missiles.
Okay.
That's cool.
Alright, she's had enough of that. She puts it away and then she sleeps.
Okay. Nothing interrupts your night of sleep, and you all successfully full rest. With a calming full rest, even though you are in a foreign land, you've been greeted by a strange man who, even though peculiar, seems to be the one source of an ally that you finally found in an otherwise hostile location. Because of that, Anael and Quiet, your sanity point is restored, and you no longer suffer the disadvantage with ability checks and skill checks.
Nice.
We're doing a long rest, correct?
Yes.
Correct.
Wunderbar. Oh, my hit points reset. So
yeah, so you'll have to
10? How do I fix that?
you'll have to manually enter in your hit points again. So just double your hit points. When you do a full rest, it just resets everything. You can also go into your character sheet. Let me go ahead and check real quick. If you go into your character sheet in D&D Beyond, the anvils, the builder section, and head over to manage HP. Well, I see you're already at 20 hit points, so you should be good.
Yeah,
you get the override.
It.
Yeah. So
yeah, actually, when you click long rest for me, it has like the thing comes up, and you can unclick reset maximum HP changes.
Yeah, that's fine too. For hit points, I'll make sure everyone's character's fixed for next time. But you want your HP to be manual, since we'll be rolling your hit points after level 3, and that will prevent you from resetting. So instead of overriding, you can. Yeah, well, yeah, that works for now. So, yeah.
Well, I can do that. It's not a big deal.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, to make sure you all check your hit points and that you're still up the same new maximum. For those that are wondering, they are level 1, but have the hit points of someone who is level 2. So they're not insta-dying to things while they're a level 1 character. You awaken to actually, no, you don't awaken to anything at all. you just wake up.
I think that during the night, we would have switched who's keeping watch, though, because Quiet will have to sleep at some point.
Yeah.
That's fine. For this to work, everyone of the party, or 4 members of the party, will have to keep watch for 2 hours.
Yeah, that's fine. I will have done it.
Okay.
Yeah.
If someone woke Nala up, then she would have done it as well. But she would be asleep otherwise because she's already fallen asleep before without even thinking about it.
Okay.
Does anyone wake her up to go and watch?
I feel
would
like
have, I'm sure.
I don't know. Quiet. Who do you wake up to go on watch? Do you wake up Anael?
Yeah.
Then I would have woken up Meryl.
Right. And I would have woken up Nala.
There you go. So Arya is the only one that doesn't take watch.
Yes.
Nala sad as she wakes up with her sleepy eyes.
Okay.
For after a long rest, you would all wake up to darkness for those that do not have night vision.
I like blink my eyes open and close and then realize that like it's the same either way.
Nala casts lights on her tail.
Yep, that was it.
Wapam. Wapam. Wapam.
Whoa, there we go. Good morning, I think.
It's like turning on the bathroom light at like 3 in the morning. We're all blinded.
Yeah.
She's looking for Benjo. Can she hear him?
Nala, wait up. Arya and Anael can't see.
Oh, there he is.
Forget. Good morning. Good afternoon.
Good.
Hello.
Good. I heard that.
Just let him sleep.
Meryl kind of nudges him. Sorry, just
Oh,
hi.
I forgot. Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
I'm not used to people being there. Oh, yeah, sorry.
Are you here all by yourself?
Yep,
Have you always been here by yourself?
yep. Since I came here.
Where did you come from?
You were banished here, right?
Oh, yeah, that's right. You're not from here. Yeah, so, I don't know if you guys do this in your society. It worked. Once you have reached, and he kind of scratches at his beard, his like dandruff is quickly like flakes of skins coming out. As you know, well, maybe not. So, I'm from the living area from up above. It's a good area, water, food. It's a nice time. Once you reach a certain age of your use has expired, you are put into the deep sleep. Now, I wanted to keep on living, which means I had to accept banishment from the village. And so I did. They kicked me out, and I can no longer return. Otherwise, I will be executed on sight.
Do most older people from your community accept the deep sleep?
Yeah, I mean it's very peaceful. It's you go ahead, say goodbye to your family, and they put you into a deep sleep, and then you are taken to paradise.
What do you do with the bodies of the older people who go into a deep sleep? Do you store them, or
They go to paradise.
the bodies do?
Yep.
Why would you not want to go to paradise?
I wanted to keep on living. I wasn't ready to die.
But if it's paradise,
Yeah, well, you know, I feel life is for the living. You know, I don't feel like I need to be sent into some sort of like sweet bliss. Hey, I'll go when I go. It's fine. I'd
Do
rather
you
go
know-
naturally.
will you
Do you
still
know
go to
how to go
paradise?
up?
Well, I said,
Sorry.
you know what? I don't know. I guess there's something exciting about that, huh? A journey left unexplored. Yeah.
You should get to be up. You shouldn't have to live in the sewers. That's not fair.
I mean, it was my choice, and I have decided this.
But you shouldn't have to choose between death or death.
Well, yeah, you say that, you know, but everyone has a place up in society, and when your time is up and you can no longer provide back for society, well, you're useless, and you're just at that point a drain of vital resources. So,
In my societies, we look after the people who are old because they've lived through it. They're important.
oh, that sounds nice.
Wait,
I don't know what we do
That's
to old people
wrong.
in my society.
That sounds nice, but at that point in time, we would risk a shortage of food and water for the people that can provide for each other.
oh, how do people get to the tower?
Well, you leave the sewer. I can't take you there because I've been banished. You probably want to sneak on through. I don't know if they'll take kindly to people emerging from the sewer. But if you're not a recognized face, perhaps you could go ahead and wander on in there. Just look busy.
If you had a choice and you could return to your society without being executed, would you?
No, I don't want to be a drain on my people's resources. There's not much I can offer my society. I'm fine here.
It's honorable, but it's harsh.
Yep. But it's a choice I
Yep.
made, and at least I was given that choice.
So, where do we find this place that you were banished from?
Oh, well, I'm pretty sure that door's been sealed for quite some time. The opening device is over to the south, but there's been, well, an unsettling sludge, so I try to stay out of that room when possible.
An unsettling sludge?
Yeah, it's coming out from the grates. I don't know what it is, but it's a horrible smell. And it seems to pulsate and ooze out. It's very unnerving, so I have no reason to go into that room, and I have no reason to go back.
Can you at least point us to the sludge?
Yeah. He will then move, kind of walk by Anael, and point to the south. Just keep going down there. I think there was a wall there before, but since we reset it, it should be gone. I won't be able to take you to the surface for obvious reasons, but I hope I provided some sort of help. I would simply ask that if you do wish to visit up, be careful. But more importantly, see if you can provide some kind of assistance to the society if you consume any of their resources.
Well, thank you
Thank
for
you
your
so much.
hospitality, sir, and I hope that when you do enter the deep sleep that you still have a place in paradise.
Sounds nice. Hope so too.
Meryl kind of like curtsies awkwardly and then heads to the south.
Howdy doody. And he says to your curtsy.
Nala would take his hand and say,
Oh.
Thank you.
You have a very soft hand.
She smiles and lets her like chuckle and nods.
Look after
Meryl kind of
yourself,
turns
okay?
around. She heard that and she got a little, like a tinge of jealousy. Just a little bit.
That's right. Old hobo man moving in on your girl. No, I'm kidding. That does not happen.
Stay safe, okay?
Yep.
And thank you for the rats.
Hey,
it
you're
was the
welcome
best
back,
rat I
Eddie.
ever had.
You're welcome back anytime if the society chases you out. You are happy to live here. It may not be the elegant life that you are looking for, but I will have plenty of rat as well as sewage water.
Thanks, Benjo.
Yep. Well,
She-
scurry on out now.
She
Careful.
does that and chases after everyone since she's the one who has the light on her tail.
That was a very soft hand.
I think that as we like walk forward, Anael is like mumbling to themselves about like what a strange afterlife ritual, and just kind of like going on in their usual like kind of manic, just like talking to themselves over and over and over in circles.
I should have played him a song. Maybe he hasn't heard music in a long time.
She's like
I mean,
talking
it
to
seemed like
herself.
he was singing to himself over and over, so I feel like he has heard music. Maybe it wasn't good music, but you know, like sometimes your music isn't very good either.
Wow.
And Meryl kind of punches Anael on the shoulder. Like,
Oh, ow, that
kidding?
hurt. Why would you do that to me? I'm much stronger than you. If I punched you, you'd probably have a bruise for days.
Meryl kind of giggles.
Really
and says,
wounded
nice.
at Anael.
You think I'm not very good?
It just means sometimes the first time you tried to play for us, there was a bit of a, you know, hiccup or warming up period. I mean, I was probably perform better than that, but then like the third time you tried to perform for us, it was quite uplifting, almost angelic. So I'm just saying that sometimes your music might not be better than his mumbling, bumbling, rat cooking song.
Sometimes, sometimes you're really mean.
And she
Well,
walks
sometimes
ahead
I'm very
without them.
nice. So everyone here is inconsistent, really.
Never
Meryl
not nice.
sighs so
Yikes,
loudly.
face.
And Meryl kind of goes up to Nala and she says, just ignore them. They're not very good with their words. And then she says, but I really like your music. I think you're very talented.
Nala's doing a full childish pout right now. She's even furrowing her little eyebrows, and she's like a petulant, reluctant child, wounded by Anael's comments. She just stomps away over to the wheel, which she will turn because she doesn't give a fuck. She turns it to
so
the
wrong
right.
with it. I was just telling the truth.
You will hear the sound of stone grinding from behind you as you turn the wheel. And then a gurgling from the sewer grate. I need everyone to roll initiative.
It's an ooze. I bet you it's an ooze.
And select my token. How do I do that again?
Just click on your
Click it.
token and then click on initiative and D&D Beyond.
Ooh, woo. Oh, not ooh woo. So not ooh woo.
Oh, whoa.
Oh, whoa.
Wow, this is the first time that my crap roll has actually been a good crap roll. What the hell? You guys roll so bad.
We're not prepared.
Can I don't know if I want to use my inspiration for this. Maybe not. I'll wait. Just in case something's more important.
As a
Squirt, squirt,
slimy
squish.
ooze begins to emerge out from the sewer grate.
Oh no, I'm right there.
All right.
I'm nauseous? In real life?
Quiet. It is your turn.
Okay. What the
As slimy tentacles begin to
is it-
emerge from this thing, it appears to have a faint green glow coming off of it, providing a small light source.
This thing feels hostile like immediately. We're just like, it comes up and we're okay. I don't know what I'm thinking here. I want to kind of identify it a little bit and see if I see any, like, what would slashing this even do, basically.
Okay.
I guess I just stab it and find out, actually.
Well, I will allow you to do so with another mechanic that is in the IO campaign. If I can just open up everything. It is the scan mechanic. So everyone has a different scan mechanic that is associated with a different stat that is your key stat. Quiet, you are like a bounty hunter, right?
Mercenary, but
mercenary.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. So for your scan, you will be able to make a Merc check.
Merc.
That you will also be proficient in, and it will be bound to your dexterity. You use your knowledge as a mercenary to identify with common things that you can do with that. As a free action, you are able to, each of you are able to make a scan check to learn something about the creature, whether it be its hit points, if it has immunity or resistances, what it is, things of that nature. You can get little game tidbits above board of what this creature may be. So you have the question: would this be something that you can attack with a weapon? Is that correct?
Yeah.
All right. Your character sheet should now have the Merc ability. So go ahead and scan.
Where am I? Oh, I see.
It should be at the bottom of your skills. A 7 will not be able to give you that information. So you'll have to check again next round. Or you can go in and attack her. Yeah. So you still have all your actions.
I'm just gonna move up and move up 5 feet and give it a poke.
Okay. The 15 hits. You're doing sneak attack, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, just let me know whenever you attacked. Just let me know beforehand that you want to apply sneak attack to that attack.
Will do, yeah.
No worries. Okay, so I can tell you with that attack that it deals damage to the slime, but it appears resistance to your hostile action. So it takes damage, just not as much.
Okie dokie.
Do you attack with your offhand?
Here. Yeah. I was looking through my stuff to see what else I could possibly do. Yeah.
That also hits, dealing a reduced amount of damage.
Okay.
Does that end your round?
Yeah.
All right. Next up is Nala. Nala.
Yes.
You have, let me look over here. Your scan skill will be the Kitsune lore skill. Coming from an ancient tribe of Kitsune, you have acquired quite a bit of mythical knowledge. Let's go ahead and say that you can use on non-mythical aspects, you being somewhat mythical yourself. At the bottom of your character sheet, you should see a Kitsune lore scan check that you have right now. If you ever do wish to use it, it is a free action, and all you have to do is ask a question about the creature. You roll high enough, I will give you the answer.
Okay, where can I find it? Sorry.
It'll be at the bottom of your skill page, and if you can't see it, go ahead and reset or refresh your character sheet.
Okay, let me refresh. Under my actions?
So it'll be in skills, and it's going to be at the bottom of the sheet. It will not be in alphabetical order. So in skills, you should go all the way to the bottom, and underneath survival, you should see Kitsune lore.
Where is skills? Because I see action, spells, equipment, features, and traits.
So for that box, go over to the left, and it should be a giant box of skills.
Oh, duh. Okay. In that case, I would like to use Kitsune lore to discern anything that she can.
What would you like to discern? You have to be specific.
She would like to discern. Oh God, that was a big old roll. She would like to see if she can figure out what it is weak to.
Okay. With a Kitsune lore of 25, you begin to identify this being a typical ooze creature. If it has any sort of weaknesses as part of it. As you stare it down, you will discover that it does not have any weaknesses. With a 25, though, I will give you that it is resistant to non-magical slashing, piercing, and bludgeoning weapons.
Okay. Guys, I'm pretty sure that this creature, it's pretty strong against your weapons. So maybe use your magic? And she will also let's see, what do I want to cast? I should have thought about this. I'm not used to going first or going second on initiative. Can I cast Vicious Mockery on it?
Yes, you can.
Okie doke.
You go ahead and just click the spell. There we go. A wisdom save. It will fail the wisdom save and take 2 points of psychic damage. And I believe it gets a disadvantage to its next attack. Is that correct?
Let me double check. I think so. You unleash a string of insults laced with a subtle enchantment at a creature you see within range. If the target can hear you, though it doesn't need to understand you, it must succeed in a wisdom saving throw or take 1d4 psychic damage and have disadvantage on next turn. Yeah.
All right. Nala, do you move?
No, she stays put, but she does yell, "You stupid, ugly slime creature! Stay away from my friends!"
Anael, it's your turn.
Thanks, I hate it.
So Nala just pointed out that the creature is like non-magic isn't as effective against it, and Anael looks down at the sword that they were just like half unsheathing, and then like back at the thing. It's like, oh, well, and then they turn back to Arya, and they say, "I'll defend you if it comes here, but I think your attacks might be more effective against it. So I'm going to probably, I don't know, like, should I like try and attack it anyway? I feel like
it's just pretty resistant. It's just hard. It's just half damage.
Okay. I guess I'm metagaming a little bit. I'm worried about acid burning my sword.
Well, also make sure you don't assume. I typically, when it comes to boss encounters mostly, I never use it is always custom. So never assume like, oh yeah, I've read this in a monster manual before, because that information will definitely not help you. Your skill is extraplanar. You being an outsider from a complete different plane, you can tend to see other things that other people cannot. It is an extraplanar check. That is your scan ability, and same thing. You can ask.
See what happens.
Yeah. So, what would you like to learn about the creature if you do decide to do that?
I feel like, having just been warned that my attacks with my weapon won't be effective against it, I guess my thing I'm most curious about is if there is like anything I have access to that would be effective against it.
Mm-hmm.
Could that be a question I could ask?
That's a question you can ask. Yeah, absolutely.
Sure. I get a 6.
But with a natural 1, I have no information for you at this time.
Yay! So yeah, I think that I'll... when you attacked it with your weapons, did anything happen to your weapons? I'm kind of like looking over at you and looking at Nala and being like, but what do all I know is sword.
Works for me.
Okay, then I'll just go for it. Is that is the lore, is that a free action?
Yeah, it's a free action you can do once a round. So it doesn't take,
well
like,
then I will
action,
also attack.
Okay.
A 24, I'm assuming, hits.
That does hit, and it looks like you rolled a crit. Yeah, nicely done. It deals reduced damage to the creature, but a hefty chunk of it just kind of like falls off and falls back into the drain grate.
I don't know what you're talking about, Nala. My attacks seem just as effective as usual.
Not recognizing
Rolls
the crit.
her eyes.
Right, like I don't know that.
Does that end your round?
Yes.
Arya.
Woohoo, that's me.
That's you. Get him, girl.
I want to do the fancy check.
Okay,
Because-
yours would probably be a scholar check.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm smart, yes.
So yours
Finally.
is finally what? That you're smart?
Finally, I can be smart.
No. You don't have to. It's not a finally thing. You're always smart.
In before that one.
All right. Okay, so if you refresh, you should have a scholarly check, which is a basic intelligence check with a scan.
Yes, I do.
As someone who has read a lot of books, you can use your knowledge and insight to perhaps gain a gleam of knowledge or information on creatures that you face off against.
So, I have slime and ooze PTSD, and I know you said you make yours different, but I want to see if it has like a split mechanic.
Okay. That's a good question. I could answer that it creates sentient tentacles of itself each round, and once it arrives at half of its hit points, it creates 2 tentacles at that instance as a reaction.
I hate them so much. Well,
That was the right question to ask.
yeah, I have PTSD. I moved down a bit, and then I'm gonna do what I'm
Really
good
like to
at.
multiply stuff, huh, Brett?
What does that mean?
I don't know. Just something about the future, dude.
Yeah.
The 18 hits, dealing 5 damage. It has its full effect against this beast.
I see. Then I walk back a teeny bit, and then I wait for the coming badness.
All right, Meryl.
Do I get some sort of fancy scan thing, or?
You do, and I think I know exactly what yours is gonna be. I think I'm the most excited for this one. You get to make. This is both adorable and like, oh geez, I'm sick at the stomach.
Is it gonna be Twinkle?
You get to make a twinkle check.
Sorry, I got excited.
As you refer to your fox companion, Twinkle, who has always been a guiding force, by making this check, Twinkle may be able to impart some knowledge towards you of a creature.
I love this. Okay, I want to ask Twinkle if she knows if this creature is being controlled by something else.
Okay. Go ahead and make a Twinkle check then.
Where is that at? I'm sorry.
It'll be at the bottom of your character sheet. If you can't see it, refresh your character sheet, and you should
Like
be able
where
to
all
see
your abilities are, like, you know, investigation.
your skills. Yeah,
blah,
it'll
blah,
be at the
blah.
bottom of your skill list.
Okay, refreshing. Hold. Hold.
Holding.
Oh my god, it's so cute. Okay. Ooh, oh, not so great.
So you would like to know if it's being controlled by something. Twinkle will impart upon you that it is not. It seems to be running purely on instinct. What I can tell you, though, is it seems to have some sort of... the best way to describe it is that it is magical waste that is just acting off of just hostile intentions. But it is not being controlled by anything.
Am I right, chat?
Literally.
All right. So Meryl is, I guess, probably going to disengage because I would assume it would get an attack of opportunity if she backed up.
Okay.
So she's going to move just out of its reach, hopefully.
Okay.
And she's going to be ready to attack on her next turn because I assume that was my whole turn.
That is correct. All right.
Cool.
And on a
My
negative...
hit points are messed up again.
a -1 initiative, it will create a tentacle 5 feet away.
Oh my god. Why'd I move? What was the point?
I will now.
I think when it has a -1 initiative, it just shouldn't be able to go, Brett. I think that's what should happen.
I disagree. Quiet. It is now your turn. And the tentacle
But
goes
the
on an initiative
birthday
count of
girl.
0. But the birthday... No. Quiet. It is now your turn.
Yeah, I want to scan the boss to see if I can see any. I'll scan the slime, see if I can see any weaknesses or weak points on it.
That was already scanned by Nala, who did not find any.
Oh, okay, my bad. I zoned out entirely.
No worries.
I don't know what to scan, guys.
You can ask above board questions as well. A popular one is, how many hit points does this thing have?
How many hit points
good
does this
one.
thing have?
There you go. Go ahead and make your merc check. With a 15, you will see the following. Hello. Hello. There it is. Bring. I will. There it is.
Okay then, I attack.
Okay.
Oh, I missed.
You missed.
But I sweep back around
That hits.
and hit.
Or
And I will enact sneak attack on that.
it does a limited amount of damage.
That's okay. It's better than nothing.
Does that end your round?
Yeah.
Nala, it is now your turn.
Okay, I would also like to use my Kitsune lore and determine whether the creature has any ability to regenerate health.
Okay. Good questions. It has no natural regeneration or healing abilities.
Okay. Nala would tell that to the group, that she's able to discern that, and let's go just for another vicious mockery.
Okay.
Yeah.
It fails, and
Yeah.
you deal 4 points of psychic damage to it.
Take. Can I also give
And-
a bardic
So-
inspiration?
Before you do that, as a reaction to dropping
Oh.
below half its health, it
Oh.
will now split 2 more tentacles.
Oh, damn it.
And we'll roll initiative. You may continue at this point with your bardic inspiration.
Yeah. Nala will look at Anael, and then she pouts and then looks over at Meryl. And she
Wow.
gives her bardic inspiration to Meryl.
Wow. I see how it is.
You can do it, Meryl!
All right.
Owned.
So, with that, does that end your round?
This is
Yes.
the weirdest love triangle to ever exist. Just saying.
Ari's just like, yikes.
This
Big
tentacle
yikes.
will attack at Quiet as it gives it a slimy smack. 21 to hit.
Oh, yes.
You must make a dexterity saving throw, please. With a 9, you have gained the following as its slimy goop kind of like crawls over you. Your movement speed is halved. And dexterity saving throws must be rolled at a disadvantage,
Okay.
as you are just like covered in this slimy goo. You also take 2 points of bludgeoning damage. Anael, it is your turn.
Not knowing that I've been slighted by Nala, I will. I'm just gonna attack him. I'm just gonna smack it with my sword.
Okay.
Does a 15 hit?
A 15 does hit.
Not
Dealing-
a whole ton of damage this
Dealing
time.
another 2 points of damage.
I feel like Anael's sword kind of gets like when they go to swing it at the creature, it goes into it, but then it kind of just gets stuck, and they have to like tug it out, and it's just covered in goop, and it's pretty grody.
You might hear, if you have keen hearing, Nala just like, I told you so.
Aria.
Wow, okay.
I'd like to.
Damn.
I'd like to stand
heated
for
in
the
here.
shade in this room. Holy shit!
Shade's pretty high right now. Shade level is 6.
Where are my sunglasses? Where are my sunglasses?
I want to do a check on the boss to see that if we kill the main body, if the tentacles will disperse as well.
Good question.
Good check. And 11 will tell you that yes, if you kill the main body, the other slimy tendrils will disperse.
Neat. I'm gonna do what I'm good at. Pew!
Yeah, let's do
That
it.
hit
Pew!
for 6 points of damage.
And then I sit here and I smile.
Meryl?
That's me. Okay. So this is really all I can do so far until I get level 2. So Thorn Whip, baby. And I'm Thorn Whipping the main thing, not the
Okay. Roll that
tentacles.
damage. You hit.
Ooh, woo. It's fine, I guess. I'm a
It
healer,
does.
guys. Y'all calm down.
It does the full amount of damage because it comes from a magical source. Does that end your round?
I think so, yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
that's all I can do.
Well, here this comes.
Oh, fuck a doodle do.
13 to hit.
Damn, it does hit, yeah.
All right, make a dexterity saving throw, please.
I'm pretty dexterous. No, I'm not.
Your movement speed has been halved, and you will take disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. You also take 2 points of bludgeoning damage from this slimy smack. The
Owie.
abomination at this point will ripple and surge as a jetting out slime burst explosion will remove
Cool.
from it. As a bonus action, every 2 rounds, the slime regurgitates whatever is in the depths of this place. Violent shards of metal and diseased water spread through and explodes around the slime. I need everyone within 30 feet of this creature to make a dexterity saving throw. Also
God
remember,
dang.
for Meryl and Quiet, I will need you to roll twice, because you will be suffering a disadvantage.
Dang.
I do be rolling high though.
Quiet, you still save. Meryl, you fail. Nala,
I imagine Meryl literally falls on her ass.
yeah, you fail. Anael fails. Okay, so the
Nope.
failures are Anael, Meryl, and Nala. On a failure,
Just like my parents. said.
immediately
It's fine.
you take 4 points of damage. It's a combination of piercing and bludgeoning damage at that point. And then I need the 3 of you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Jeez Louise, Brett.
I got a 14 for that.
Oh no, Meryl.
Oh.
Oh no. And Nala. Nala's good. So only Meryl. You are poisoned until the end of the Slimy Abomination's next round, suffering a disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls, as you are nauseated by the nauseous water that has just surged all over you.
It surged all over me. Gross.
That's not what you like to hear from the slime creature.
It'll then
It's up
create
there.
another slimy tentacle.
Oh no, he birthed another one through the surge.
All right.
Somebody in chat's really excited about this whole affair.
I know.
Behave yourself, chat. Wiggles fingers.
Oh no! What will I do?
Jesus. Quiet. It is now your turn.
Stabs himself.
It's effective.
I guess I'll check the. I want to check the HP of the tentacles.
Sure. With a 23, I can.
Green all over.
And I can display the following for everybody.
Ewy, so gooey.
Wow, can we stop making a hentai porn right now, please?
Bum, 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 ba-dum,
I am leaving.
5 hit points of damage.
Sorry, you guys.
I'm dead.
I will attack the main core.
Or 5 hit points, I meant to say. As you will know, everyone will know all the hit points of this. All right, for that hits for a reduced amount of damage.
I'll use sneak attack on that.
Okay. And do you attack with your offhand at all?
Yeah.
That also hit for piercing. That's a good amount of piercing.
Yeah.
$12 to hit you, Nala.
Yeah, 12 hits me.
Okay, roll a dexterity saving throw. You also take 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Boom. Oh, awkward.
Okay.
Nala's not terribly dexterous today.
You move at half speed and suffer a failure on dexterity saving throws. Nala, it is your turn.
Nala cringes, but she knows that the big slime is nearly dead. So she is going to yell, "Just die, will you?" Yeah! And she is going to do one last vicious mockery.
Let's see it. Is it a 3? That's unfortunate. As it takes 2 points of damage.
Is there anything that she can cast in addition to vicious mockery? Just because I don't play casters, so I'm not used to.
No, not that I would know of.
Okay. Well,
Another slimy smack with a super crit.
Against whom?
Against Nala for 7
Me.
points of bludgeoning damage.
wow, okay, yeah.
Anael, it is your turn. Anael.
Oh, it's my turn. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I missed that it was my turn.
No worries.
I am going to smack it with my sword. Does
That
13
hits for 2 points of damage.
Yeah. Wow, that thing sounds like me when I'm angry.
Sounds like my stomach.
Oh, don't delete. Where did Quiet go?
Quiet's dead. Story was boring. I needed to spice it up. And then Quiet dies.
Oh, no.
Quiet
That's
back.
fair, honestly.
Everyone's slime falls off of them. You will hear the grinding of stone again from the north, as you are now out of initiative order.
Just drops to her knees at this point. She's on a pubic hair of health. Just like, she just looks really beaten up. Yeah, like really fucked up.
That's an interesting term.
I was gonna say, yeah.
It's a favorite in the Djarii community.
When I see Nala, like you said, you dropped to your knees or something?
Yeah, she's dropping to her knees. She's like really, really in pain.
I rush over to you, and I'm going to attempt to do a medicine.
Oh.
I don't know if I'm gonna be any good.
You provide a basic of comfort.
Yeah, I'm just
Denala.
I have random bits of gauze that I'm just kind of like pressing to where you're slimy and bleeding. I'm just like, oh, are you all right? I'm sorry about what I said earlier. I just go on sometimes.
Are you muted?
And what?
No. She says, I'm sorry too. And she just sniffles and
yeah.
she doesn't get any help back from medicine, right?
No.
Correct. But it is comforting.
Well,
How much
there
health
is
do you
that.
have?
2.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna I come up to you and I say, can I help you? Is that okay if I heal you?
Okay.
Okay, and then I'm going to cure wounds her.
Haha, saving my own spell slots.
You heal
At
for
the
9
expense
health.
of my friends.
As your
Wow,
wounds
thank
begin
you.
to cover.
I feel much better now. Thank you.
She sobs a little bit.
Meryl also takes a minute to thank Twinkle for helping her during that fight.
Yeah, no sweat.
No sweat, bro.
Thanks,
Oh,
I hate it.
I love that
No.
with every fiber. of my
Is that not it? Okay, we'll work on it. We'll
No,
work on it.
I don't think so.
We'll work on it.
Yeah.
So, if you would like, you would be able to navigate around and leave the sewers. Would you like to do so now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get us out of here.
Since we're approaching time, I would love a sweet
Sorry.
conclusion. That's okay. You leave the sewers as a light begins to peek out from around this corner. What do you do?
Forward.
Approach.
Nala definitely
peachy. Oh.
does. Lala's not subtle. She's like, wait, does she see anything? Or there's a door here.
You see door.
Okay, Nala goes to open the door. You know how she be.
As you open
Oh,
the
did
door.
warn us maybe we should knock first, or?
As you open the door. It opens up to what appears to be this beautiful, elegant, tiny city of people walking around. You see trees and grass and a variety of crops. And as you look out to the north, you'll see fresh blue water that you're able to drink. Welcome to the civilization within the Tower of Archimedes. Your survival quest has come to a brief respite.
Nice.
And so
Big
ends
casting.
today's session of Tower of Archimedes.
Thank you for such a wonderful birthday session.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Shake that ass. Now let me see what you got. Now shake that ass. I said, let me see what you got.
What I got?
Okay.
What I got?
Yeah,
you want to see what I
What
got?
you got?
I got.
It's a beholder.
I got level up. I've got a level up for each and every one of you. That's what I got for you.
Oh my
Damn.
god.
Everyone,
I flex and my
Hell
clothes
yeah.
explode.
For my birthday.
no. But yeah, so you all level up to level 2. Congratulations.
Yay.
Please remember, as you guys are leveling up, you will not be changing your hit points, but you'll be getting all of your lovely little bonuses and all that fun stuff. So,
Oh,
yeah.
I'm gonna need some off-stream help with that.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
so
of course. We got a week. I can help you out. All of us can help
Cool.
you out. It'll be fun.
Yay.
All right. Did you guys have a good session today? Did you all enjoy
Yes.
yourself?
This is
Yeah.
my favorite one yet. This is
Good.
my favorite session yet.
Good. I like to hear that.
Hell yeah.
I like to hear that a lot. All right, I'm mute. I'm gonna say goodbye to chat, and then I will see you guys next week for season. We've done 4 sessions so far.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
With the offline, we've done 5 sessions. So this next week will be session 5.
Oh my
Official.
god.
Hell yeah.
Well, thank you for 5 sessions, Brett.
Hey, you're welcome. Just doing what I can. Finger guns.
Finger
All right.
guns.
I get shot and die.
Oh my god.
Excellent. all according to plan. All right. I'll see you guys later. Okay.
Okay, bye.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Later, man.
Bye, friends.
All right, guys. Did you have a good session today? Was it a good session? Wah, 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 wah. Do I get claps? Do we get claps? Can I get some claps? I'm going to clap for myself. That was a good session. That was all enjoyable. Big old pat racks for everybody. A little pat rack over there, and then I'm also going to do a little pet rack over there because you got chat being so cute today. Wonderful, wonderful. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for being a part of this. Absolutely wonderful. I thank you all very, very much. Before we depart, probably still not in chat, but Arcadum coming in with the tier 1 and 10 gifted subs. Arcadum, my man, thank you so much for the support. Coming in, shining your DM goodness upon me. I really do appreciate that. Arcadum, of course, you all know who Arcadum is. Lovely DM, very talented. Also, with this beautiful world that he's been working on. I'm sure you all know who he is by now. Be sure to check him out. He's a DM of commitment. That is absolutely for certain, and probably the one DM that I don't watch a lot of D&D shows. But every once in a while I'll peek in to what he's doing, and it's very engaging. I can never as a DM myself. It's very hard to enjoy the content of what someone else is doing, and not out of spite, just because my attention span is garbage. So make sure you check him out and check out his world of Verum over there. Maybe him and I will one day do something together. We'll see. Fingers crossed. When he's not doing like 12 different games, maybe. Who knows? We also have a Patreon chat that we are trying to grow in support. You all have done an amazing job supporting the Patreon. We've also got a brand new goal for the Patreon, which is a new unique D&D show. It's not going to just be another random campaign, my friends. It will be a campaign that takes place in a place called the Dreamscape. What this allows for is players of different campaigns to join together in random parties in a sort of roguelike adventure where the world itself is randomly constructed by choices influenced by you, the chat. This sort of viewer interactive D&D game we've done before a long time ago with the Bestiary is going to be a new fleshed out version of this. So yeah, our next goal, which I believe we are 76% or 80%, I forget what the number is. We're X% away there. Once we get to our goal, that will be a show that will be coming out. But yeah, it allows for players to meet up with other players, characters to meet with other characters for some amazing RP experience. So please be sure to go there, check out the Patreon. You can get Patreon ranks, MP3s of the campaigns, a day or two after the session airs. We also include art that we've been working on and Game Master notes that I have post a few per month. I also post a bunch of maps. Something to consider. For the higher up tiers, we have a magic item workshop and a monster workshop where I will create a magic item or a monster or both, if you got any whales in the audience, for you. It could be something that we place in the world of IO. It could be something that you keep personally that will never touch IO. Ultimately up to you. I want to give a big shout out though to our top Patreon supporters, including Link Zormage, Lopar Panda, The Hug Hunter, Julius Shark, and Starter Pack. Thank you guys so much for your support. Without the Patreon, we would not be able to do what we do consistently with all the campaigns that we are working on. Your financial funding is greatly appreciated. If you'd like to join us after the show is over for other shows as well, head on over to the World of IO Discord. That Discord link is right over there. You can talk to people who also talk about a variety of shows, as well as post fan art. I think next week, I keep forgetting, there's been a couple of fan art that has been posted. I think next week we will go ahead and show them, so make sure you guys offer your support. Some great memes as well that has been full of chuckles, so make sure you guys check that out. All right, if you want to catch up on any of the D&D games, we have a YouTube channel, the World of IO YouTube channel. Head on over there, drop a sub, and yeah, watch the campaigns, catch up. This was session 4. This is your first time here, welcome. But if you want to catch up with the rest of the series, including our session 0, which never streamed here on Twitch, head over to the YouTube channel, check it out, and you can watch the whole thing right now. Let me go ahead and thank our subs, and then we'll wrap it up. Arcadum, my dude, again, thank you for the 10 gifted subs. And also thank you for the tier 1 sub. Welcome to the Rack Pack. My Dixie Wrecked for 20. Thank you for the tier 1 sub. WS Shade with the 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much for all the gifted sub love. Mommy J with the 200 bits. SummersSalt with the tier 1 sub for 2 months. PP poo poo. Don PW with 100 bits. 100 bits. Sir Wainwright with the 500 bitties. And that is it. We will not be here tomorrow for Under IO. Under IO is not going to be happening next, or not happening tomorrow. We are all apparently doing a variety of raids. Whoops is doing something in 14. Myself, Lawman, and Gmart will be doing something in WoW. And yeah, Zarina's also doing something in WoW. So I made the executive decision to say, you know, we're skipping out tomorrow. No Under IO tomorrow. We'll be back on Wednesday. I also like 95% certain I'm not streaming tomorrow either, as I'll be raiding with the boys. So I'm sure one of them will be raiding the stream. You don't need to watch my perspective of a rogue stumbling through that. So Wednesday's Goblins of IO, 7 p.m. EST. We'll be back with session, I think 6 at that point, where there'll be a grand performance. I think we were naming it Clarence Day Out, or something like that. I think was going to be the unofficial name of the episode. So make sure you go over there. Everyone loves goblins. Goblins of IO. Go ahead and check that out. All right, guys, I'm done. You're free to go where you wish. My friends, greatly appreciate you. Have yourself a lovely day. I will see you all Wednesday at 7 p.m. EST. 48 hours from now. For Goblins of IO. Have yourself a good day now. Bye-bye.